Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love, I can't fake it. When I'm with you, my legs go weak. Yeah. Can you hear it? I think my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah. This feeling is getting so strong. Love me till the morning, love me all night long. There's something special about you. You're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like a time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, babe. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like a time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want. All of your love.
Hey, everybody. It is Tea Talk with your girl. It is Friday night and we are live. How y'all doing this evening? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? See, it's 239 people in the chat. Ooh. How y'all doing this evening? Do my mic sound nice? Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure y'all can hear me. First of all, let's get some hellos out of the way, okay? First of all, yep, we got some noise. All right, I see the ones. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Let me see who in here. Lady Pooh, Tea Talk member, along with Jam, Mahogany Meats, Tea Talk member, Lady Maud, Denise Ranger, Olivia Schenkel, Mary Langley, Joyce Jones, Ophelia, Patricia Bennett, Tea Talk member, welcome in here, Yvonne Wolford, I am Miss Missy, Tea Talk member, Soundcheck Annette, Tea Talk member, Bernice Farmer, hey, Miss Team 1688, Tea Talk member, hey y'all, hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Alyssa Triplet, Tea Talk member, welcome up in here, everybody. Mama V, Escarbo, why the damn at signs on my shit? I don't like this at all. I gotta figure out how to turn this off. Is this something? I don't know what the hell it is. One way. What's up? What's up? What's happening, y'all? It's Friday night. What y'all drinking? Y'all got drinks in the chat tonight? Tell me what y'all drinking. Melita Blunt. Hey, welcome. Nice to see you. Cynthia Christian. I see Linda Gamble is in here. Mahogany Meeks, Regina Phillips. All my lady mods is up in here. Tanya Jackson, Fab Queen One, T-Talk members. Hey, y'all. Hey. It's a lot of people in here tonight. 291 to be exact. Oh, my gosh. Hey, Sam, Simply Beautiful, T-Talk members. How y'all doing? Trying to hit all the members because there's a lot of people in here tonight. But I really... Hey, CC, Gigi The Cure, Inez Martin. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all all right? Juice and Tea with T and B, Chevelle Carter, Sam D, the baby of the bunch, Yvette Kahn, Sheila Joe, T-Talk member, Lady Maud, Yolanda Cameron, T-Talk member. My day was great. Oh my gosh. Can I just tell y'all about the end of my day? Because I laughed. So I don't even know if I should say I laughed hard because y'all know people be so offended by stuff. Because now that I'm getting more information, I don't know if I want to. Oh, people get so offended. But I got to tell y'all what happened. Child, let me check where my dog at. Jazzy, I'm about to shut the door. You coming in? Coming in here or you staying with them? What you doing? Huh? You gonna stay in here? What you doing? What side of the door you gonna be on? Okay, coming in here? All right, no problem. You know that door about to be shut. You won't be on this side, huh? Find you a spot. And you relax yourself. Because we going to be here for a minute. Is that all right? Jazzy? Is that all right? Okay, y'all, give me 1 second. I forgot something. I forgot my third one. All right. She is back. Y'all doing all right? Let me see. Anybody new come in? I see Miss Mary Willis is in here. Y'all, let me tell y'all what happened today. The weirdest thing. But I don't want to say it's weird. I want to say I learned something today. You know, while we waiting to get to this 10-minute mark. How many of y'all knew about fur, what they call them, fur people? Or let me look up the right term. Or furries, maybe, I guess. Y'all know about furries? Because I didn't know about them until today. And I was blown away. Like, really blown away. How many of y'all know about furries? If you know about furries, put a 1 in the chat. If you know about the furry thing. Put a 1 in the chat if you know about furries. And put a two in the chat if you're going to be this many days old like me. Oh, you got a cousin. Not furries. Furries. Like fur. Like a fur ball. You know, like you got a fur ball. Okay, I see one. I see a 1. I see a couple of 1s in the chat. Y'all, why did I not know about the furries until today? How did y'all know about it? How did y'all know about this stuff? Because I was blown away. I was really, really blown away. You hear me? Hold on. I feel like there's something in my eye. Where my phone at, Jazzy? Uh-oh. Come on. Shit, I done knocked all the little things down on the ground. All right, I'm back here now. Child, this hell is... Okay, we got 360 people in here. But yeah, I didn't know about the furries. It was on CSI, the original series. Y'all, that day one, them furries, I didn't know about them. Well, just for the people who in the back that don't know, like I didn't know, um, I didn't know it was a thing. Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all. Like, it's a real thing. Y'all, I was blown away by this because I never heard about it. And I had a girlfriend of mine say, you know, that they got them at her kid's school. And do we have them at, well, first they was like, do you have furries at your school? Do you have any furries? And I was like, what the hell? I was like, a furry? What is that? Because I didn't know about it. Okay. And they was like, the people that dress up like fur people. I said, girl, this is a high school. I said, with so much confidence, y'all. I'm like, girl, I work at a high school. What's wrong with you? This is not elementary school. Because I did not know. And please forgive me for the people who, might believe in furries or are furries. But it just tickled me to find out that this world even existed, y'all. I was like, wait, what? You is lying. So I called myself thinking, she get, because me and the secretary both is like, we never seen that before ever. And so we called a newer counselor in, because me and her been there 10 plus years. She's a little over 10 and I'm in my 20th year, but she's just over 10 years. She been my secretary for 10 years. So we both was like shocked that there was even a world like that, right? But the newer counselors, both of them that came from a different school system had already heard about it and had actually interacted at their old schools. But I didn't know until today that I actually knew one because we had one at the job, but I didn't realize what was going on. I just didn't understand why she wore her pajamas sometime and I didn't care. But she did wear a whole like a onesie with a little tail on her jump. But it never dawned on me that this was the beginning of something great. I guess it is because if you're able to walk around feeling, if this is how they feel, then I mean, hey, why not, right? But me, myself, and I today, I was just like, "What, girl? This is high school." But y'all, they do that. This is college, high school. It's a part of their lifestyle. They have this is their convention. This is a picture at a convention right here. So I was like baffled to find this out today because I didn't even know that this was a whole like thing. So yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all just in case y'all didn't know and take up a little bit of our time. So we would be past the 10-minute mark before I started to talk. All right, so I said it's 422 people in the live. Please like the video, okay? Please like the video. All right. Now, how y'all doing tonight? I said if I'm gonna come in here, I might as well come on the camera, okay? Just come on the camera. Now, y'all, I know why y'all here tonight, okay? Because y'all want to know about um the truth. That's what I'm gonna say. Y'all want to hear the truth, which is, I'm gonna give you my side, the truth on my side. Now, what I can't do is speak for um Queen Sheba because She gonna do that on her own. What she has done on her own. And if you want to know her side, then go over there and subscribe to her membership, and then you can her she can get a little change, and then you can get a little information. You can get her side of the story as it was. So if you want her side, she is over there, and it's in the membership. And I was there too, and you can hear a little bit over there of some questions because she was over there questioning me like she was a lawyer today. I was like, okay, then, girl, you better ask some questions. See, and then see if she go pro se somewhere, she might win. If you was there today, put a one in the chat. She might win because she knew how to ask some questions, didn't she? She asked them questions today. Yes, she did. So if y'all want her, go over there and subscribe to her membership. And tonight, you can always drop a cash app. You can drop a super chat, anything for the boots on the ground. Okay, for the real deal, the truth. Okay. Now I tell you, from beginning to end, when I was asked, because I don't want nobody. This is something that I planned out. This is so when I went radio silence. I went radio silence for a reason, because when I'm about to do something for somebody important, right? And I knew that I needed to have a clear head. So I just went, I didn't tell nobody nothing. I just went silent on everybody. And if somebody contacted me, I said, I'm okay. But at that moment, when I knew that I would be going into the courtroom, I just went into prayer because I already knew that person, and I'm just gonna say Sweet Pea over here. And I had already knew that Sweet Pea had done so much to me, right? So I was like, I want to be prayed up because I know he got some spirits with him. So I need to be ready for a spirit. Now I might have failed a little bit. Okay, I might have failed a little bit while I was in there. But at any rate, y'all, I tried to go in there prayed up, okay? And so I had just remember all the stuff, and so now here I was able to go not only face my demon, because that's what I feel like he is, but I could tell the judge what type of person that he was in the patterns that I see, right? So I don't care if you go call me dog face. We know I ain't ugly. And that don't hurt my feelings. That just make you look like a hater, because anybody with eyes can see ain't nobody over here ugly. And don't nobody over here look like no dog. Now, I don't care if you take a picture and alter it and move it around. You see what it is. So, again, once I knew that I had to go to court, then it was time for me to be quiet and just be still, right? Because now I had to go face somebody who I know had done some nasty things to me, and I didn't even get to address all of them, but just the worst ones, I think, which was showing my house and calling himself being cute, because in my opinion, I don't feel like any of us should be stooping to such a level where we're out here getting all in each other's personal business, and it's just all sick, because we all come on here. We allege that we come on here to make $1. So why can't I BT talk with your girl and move right along with my business, and you be who you is? I say sassy TV and move about your business, or drop the T and move about your. Why can't everybody just move how they want to move? That's what we signed up for. We signed up to come on Google, not to be harassed, not to be cussed out, not to be called dog face, not for any of that kind of stuff. I mean, I didn't anyway. And so I felt like, since I've been here, he's one of the nastiest persons I've encountered. And so when asked, do you have anything? Yes. But I got to say, when I come, I got to tell the truth. So whatever questions I'm asked, I got to answer truthfully. That's it. That's all. And she said, okay, I could use you. I'll see you on Monday. Now, this was on Saturday. So then I just dropped off and I went and I did what I had to do. Right. So fast forward. I get down there to Huntsville. It's time to go to court. So, of course, when I get to the court is already in session. Okay. So by the time I get there, Mel already had to sit up there with him and swear herself in, because she was already in there. So when I walks in the door, the first thing I see is big old booty looking back at me. I ain't even trying to be smart and I ain't trying to be funny, but that's the first thing I spotted was his big old booty. Now he said it's his, and I say, bless your child. That's a BBL too, because I got one of those. Blessed by the Lord. So if you got one of those too, then holler at you. Thank him then, because girl, you got one. Okay, so that was the first thing I seen when I walked in there, and I was like, goodness gracious, I thought that thing was big on TV, on the when he was on the videos and stuff. I said, well, geez, okay then. So I had to just go ahead and compose myself. So we go up to the front now. We the out of town witnesses, so we have to come and testify first because we came from out of town. So we had some session at 9 a.m. and when we got there, the queen did testify first. And so I feel like if you want to hear her side, and I told her that today, I don't really want to share her side. That's her experience, right? I was just standing there like a bump on the log. I can only tell you this is that, and she'll tell you herself that she did get emotional, and rightfully so, because though I won't tell her side, I can tell a little bit of history. We have all watched him talk to her like she was less than gum on the bottom of our shoe, telling her to go be with her unalive brother, all that kind of stuff. That's demonic. That's demonic. And those who are cheering him on is just as demonic as he is. I'm sorry, I hate to tell you, because we cannot sit here and act like we did not see what we saw for months before Melody ever clapped back. For months. We can't pretend, none of us, that we didn't hear it and we didn't see it. And yeah, you can hide it, you could delete it. Some of us still have it. Because just like you, we keep stuff too. Right? So we saw how grimy it got. And you saw that he, freely just show my house. Now it's I didn't show your address or you lied in court. I didn't lie. I never lied in court. Now I never lied in court. Now, never did I lie in court. Now she asked me. I'll tell y'all, she asked me. I can't give you every question. The thing she asked me was, when did I interact with him? And my answer was correct. The first time I interacted with you was when the young lady came to me and asked me, could she tell her story on my channel? I came to you like a woman. And I said, listen, the young lady want me to tell her story. You said, no problem, but you should watch out for her because she this and she that. I said, okay, whatever, but I'm just telling you, you was all nice about it. That's how I know you. That's what I said. When I first met you, you was sugar. You was nice. You was all that stuff. And then one day you just turned sour on us, right? So that's when I first met him. That was no lie. Then I was asked, that was when I first met him, did I have any other interactions with him? Yes, I sent him a video. I told him I wanted to interview him. No lies told. He took the video and weaponized it against me, right? That's no lie. No lie told. Then I told him that yes, he showed my home online in a weaponizing way. That's how you use my home, to weaponize it, right? So that was true. There was no lies told. I did not appreciate that, and I let the judge know I did not appreciate that, and I let the judge know that at the time I had my child here. So what do you do when you get back from court? You go right over there on your channel and you talk about my child. There's something wrong up there. There's really something wrong. And I think it's really something wrong with those that support it. I do. Because that's weird. You just went to court and you lost. And then you came back and you told the people that you won one part and she won one part. Nope. It's only one thing. You either gained or the case was dismissed. And the case was dismissed not to be tried again. Not to be tried again. But then you go get these people all hyped. And you tell them you're going to go to Tennessee. You can't try it again. Now, that's what Mel's lawyer asked me. So now he wants to ask me. Now, remember, I also was asked about the video. Let me not forget. Did I see said video? Yes, I did. She asked me, did you hear her call the plaintiff's name? Yes, I did. What else did you hear? I heard her say that if you're a mandated reporter, call me up, hit me up, and, whatever about the job, but I didn't hear nothing about no kids. Okay. I think that's all she asked me that was of importance. She might have asked me some little other stuff. Now it's his turn to question me. Now, remember, he's here for defamation, right? That's what he's suing for. I want y'all to remember that. So he asked me, did I show my garden? He says, did you show your garden online? I say, yes, but a garden in a house is not the same thing. So how he tried to downplay it was, if I go like word for word, then I'm going to be laughing up here because he had me heated, okay, in the court. Because he tried to play a game of, you showed your garden, and so since you showed your garden, then I didn't really show your house because you showed your garden. I did show my garden. I absolutely did show my garden. And I asked Your Honor, Judge, do you want to see my garden? Because I wanted her to see what I show when I show my garden. My house is feet away from the garden. So even if I show my garden, nobody can see my home on the inside, what it looked like, nor the address on Zillow. So that don't matter. You ain't suing me. You were suing Melody. But you was so hell-bent on trying to make a point about whether you put my house online. Why didn't you ask some questions about your defamation case? Oh, that's right. You did ask me what the lady asked me. Did she call my name? Yes, she called your name. She did. Now, let's talk about this. You say you had a defamation case. Now, I was in the courtroom, so I don't care what lie he tell. I'm going to tell you the truth. We get to the transcript. He wants to show his transcript. Now, we had to break. At 9 o'clock, we left. Queen Sheba was still testifying. Came back. Queen Sheba finished up. Then all that other stuff happened. I'm not going to tell Queen Sheba's story. If you want to hear it, you got to go on over there. Okay? And then you got to subscribe to the membership, and then you can hear it. Right? So now listen. This man, oh my gosh, he is something else. This man is something else. Hey, Sassy T. Yep, he showed the style of your house. Yes. No. He didn't show no style. He went and showed my actual house. He showed my house before I bought it, and the way that the man had the house set up with my address showing right there on the screen. That's what he showed. Now, when I was in court, did I mention my address? No. I never mentioned my address. I say you showed my house. Now, I lied because I said something about, I never mentioned my address. I said my house. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something about court too, because, when people lie, you always can go buy the proof. I can tell you right now, you can buy a transcript, okay, from the courthouse. And the transcript is not going to tell you anything different than what I did. That I will promise you. Now, like I said, we get to the transcript of it all. Because the only questions the man really asked me was about my house. All he wanted to know was, did I say your address? But you wasn't suing me. And I wasn't suing you. I was there for one reason only. So when they asked me why you was here, I didn't lie about that either. I was very clear. I am here to show that this young man has a pattern of being a bully. And I wanted it on record. That's all. So it doesn't matter if you keep on getting on your channel, going off on people, the record will reflect. That's why I went there. hmm I wanted the record to reflect that you have a pattern. And you came back and proved it. You have a pattern. You do. And it's bullying women. I never see you talking to men like this. I don't. So that shows what it is. You hate women. You do. hmm You hate women. You absolutely do. But anyway, you didn't really question me in the way you should have. If you had a case, but you didn't have one, and we're gonna get to that. Okay, I was moving a little fast, but I got to slow down a little bit. Cause yeah, you asked me about my house, hmm and then you asked me about the video that I already answered. I already had answered the question, but then you wanted to hear me say that. Yeah, she said your name. Yeah, she did. What is it? I don't understand. You know why I came there. You do things that you shouldn't do, and you'll go right back and do it again because it's so entertainment. It's so entertaining. It's entertaining until it's not. Yeah, it's entertaining until it's not. You see, it's entertaining until it's not. So he didn't really ask me questions, except for, like I said, did he know my address or did he say my address or something? I don't even think address came up. I think we kept it to house. Yeah, we kept it to the house. So we kind of, I think we had a little rough spot right there, him and I, because, he was irritating me. And I think I probably showed that a little bit. I probably showed that a little bit. I probably got a little too excited there when we had our little back and forth. So it wasn't just, easy breezy. But I could tell you what I didn't do. I never cried. I never cried. I tell y'all that. There was no reason for me to cry. Even when I was talking about my children, I didn't cry because, see, I'm a mother 24/7 and I'm going to protect mine always. So I just put it on record the reason why I needed to protect, even though I already did that. But I'm just saying, why would I cry for? I'm not afraid of you. I had no reason to cry. I had already said, if you come over here walking, you might come in. But if I can't help it, your ass ain't gonna walk out. I'm not afraid to protect mine. I'm not. I'm really not. And my children, I'm still just like they mother cub. I'm still ready for anything. So yeah, I didn't have no reason to cry at all, ever, ever. And my sis had a reason to be emotional. So if y'all want to hear her side, I'm telling you how to hear it. Go over there. Y'all know I'm a little rough around the edges, and her side might be a little more diplomatic. But over there, she did the same thing. She said, I'm not talking for her, and I'm not talking for her. That's how I feel, Inez. I got to look that demon in the face. So I don't care. You can go call me dog face because I ain't. Okay. This is 57, almost 58. Okay. So please stop it. Please stop it. And this is SAB, 7th Avenue Beauty. Now, y'all know she got a sale going on too. We got to talk about that. Victory. Victory. Okay. Victory. Great time for a commercial. Victory. Y'all make sure. Let me pull it up. There it is. There it is. Uh-huh. She is popped outside. She popped outside. Because it's hot outside. That's what she did now. All right, let's get to this screen real quick. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. And we know that all things work together for the good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. This morning I'm up counting all of my blessings and thanking God for sustaining me, for walking with me through the fire. We celebrate victory. Join in the celebration and use code VICTORY at checkout for 40% off site wide for 3 days only. Your victory is up next. Shop 7th Avenue Beauty.net. All right. So the site is 40% off site wide. Whatever is available, you can get it at 40% off. That's pretty deep. Victory. VICTORY. I got the victory. Oh, that put me in mind of Kirk Franklin song. Bless 9499 said I already purchased. I know that's right. So if you want to purchase, it is 40% off site wide. He's so mad that he lost, but the thing is that grown people really make me scratch my head, because to see so many people say this girl didn't win or she didn't ask for anything. She didn't go to the court and ask for anything. She went to defend herself. And let me tell you something. When I was done, he brought his 3 witnesses forward too. He had 3 witnesses too. Now, he wanted to play the video, but then he said he wanted to do the transcript. That's what he said he wanted to do, the transcript. Now, Mel's lawyer didn't fight really hard about the transcript. But the transcript shouldn't have been able to be used if you want to be real about it. Because how many people know I can take something from Instagram, edit it, and put it on YouTube? Now, I'm not going to say that happened. But how many people don't know that it can happen? So even if I edit it, right, and then I download it and put it over there on YouTube, because I screen recorded, right? Then it ain't no good no way. Because the video he had wasn't of good quality. That's why he wanted to get that damn transcript so good, right? So he had his little transcript, all right. Now, the judge can't hear the daggone video, so that's how he want to use his transcript. Now, he get his transcript. He got a booklet, like, it ain't a booklet, y'all. It's about 15 pages stapled together, right? I call it a little booklet. Then he had a single piece. The single piece supposed to be what he wanted to hand a judge. The 15 piece, he just wanted to say that's what he had. See, I'm watching all the fuckery. You try to give that judge that one piece, but guess what? That judge wasn't sleep nor slow. Now, if I'm lying, please do me a favor and go by the transcript. And I will bet anybody $500 that the judge said. Who want to bet me? These numbers go from 53 to 56. Why would that single page go from 53 to 56? And you wanted to hold the 15 pages. Then you give up the 15 pages because his little transcript that he put up there, the judge read it, and if I'm lying, let me get my little piece. Let me get my little envelope so I can show y'all what happened. This right here. This is the transcript. I'm the judge. Show me the defamation. Give him the paper back. It's right there. It's right there. It say right here. She said, I didn't see no defamation. I shouldn't talk like that. I just need a different voice. Give it back. Underline it. Underline the defamation. He underlined it and give it back to her. She said, that's the defamation. I'm sorry, y'all. That lady was like, baby, listen, I knew it was over for you when she said, that's the defamation. And then she told you, underline it. You didn't get a clue. No red flag went up. You just say, let me just wait. Oh my God. She said, that lady said, where's the defamation? Underline it. The lady just read what you gave her. She told you, underline it. Why would you need to underline it, sir? You didn't take a hint. I knew then. I said, praise the Lord. I didn't want to get Mel's hopes up because I didn't even know they did it like that. I thought, where I'm from, they going to tell you right then and there, you lost, or they going to say case dismissed. That's how they do it. But there, they send it on in, and that's fine. They still a little slow, man. Just a little bit. But I already knew. Look. Oh, I wish I had me. Look, I don't know if y'all can hear this. Y'all heard this? Y'all heard that typing noise? That's what I heard at the end. But wait a minute. Y'all know that lady was typing up case dismissed before we even walked out the courtroom. But I'll tell y'all about that. So anyway, he got his transcript. The judge done told him, show it to him, underline it. Then, oh girl, she tried to say the same thing to witness, that she said endangering children. Where is it at? Show it to me in the transcript. Read it to me. The witness read it. Where's it at? Nowhere. Everything you said, endangering the child. Where's it at? Show it to me. You can't play it. It ain't in the transcript. That's weird. But y'all keep saying it though. But it ain't there. And even still, what was there was not defamation. Who talked you into this? What made you think this was a good idea? I'm not understanding. Who told you this was a good idea? That judge said. I ain't lying, y'all. That judge said, show me the defamation. Underline it. She gave it back to him, and I could not even, I couldn't even laugh. I said, what the hell is going on here? You lost, buddy. When she said underline it. That's the word of the week. Underline it. What the hell? When she told you underline it, I could do nothing. I couldn't even do nothing. I couldn't laugh. I had to sit there like, oh shit. Because underline it. Then you finish with your witnesses. They really didn't give much. And Sarah, oh sweet Sarah, you should be careful. You should be careful. You should be real careful. Being a larger woman, don't tell him your secrets. You see what he gonna do to you, right? Yeah. You see what he gonna do to you, right? Yeah. So be careful, Sarah. You better keep that line straight where he need it. Cause baby, if you don't, you're gonna be every big back in the universe. Yeah. So be wary. Cause if she detests him like that, what you think, girl? What you think he think about you? Hmm. The witness over there lying on me, talking about I was down there boohooing. When, girl? When? 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 When did that happen? That ain't happen. When he fall out with Sarah, he gonna tear her to pieces. And is. Yep. Let me see. He'll have harassment charges soon if he he be crashing out. He be crashing out. That man be crashing. That man be crashing out. Wait a minute. I got a video. Hold up. Let me save it on my little thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why people gotta be careful. You don't want to be you don't want people to be. You see what I'm saying? You see, Sarah, you shouldn't did that. You shouldn't be doing that because you would not want people to. Sarah, he gonna treat you bad, girl. I'm telling you. Now Sarah knows she wrong. Let's see, Sarah. That's not good. You next. Keep it up. You better stay nice to him, girl. You better stay nice to him. Because I'm telling you, that's a mean spirited. Yes, blessed night. Underline it. That's what she said. That when I knew it was over. So now let me tell you what else that did not happen. That was very, 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 very weird. Let me tell you why it's weird. Because if you suing me for defamation and you saying I did so much to you, why in the hell you ain't questioning me? Mel ain't say a word. Ain't say he done asked Mel a question. Uh, didn't ask a question. Not a question. Did not ask me one question about the defamation lawsuit. Pro se is not the way to go. It's not. No, Sheila Joe, he did not question Melody. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. He did not. How in the hell is you suing me saying I did something to you and you don't question me? Not one question. Miss T, much as Mel probably said in that court, now correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong. Because while I was in the court, she didn't say a thing. Okay? She didn't say a thing. Oh, the queen is in the building though. Okay, what she said, hold on now. Queen is in the building. She said he represented himself and didn't even call there you go. Hey, Queen, listen, you know he ain't called that. He ain't called nobody. He did not call Melody to the stand, not one time. That Queen, I dropped that link if you want to come up here. Listen, he didn't call her to the stand, not one time. Not one time. But he's suing her though. You was too busy trying to ask me did I have proof that you showed my house knowing that you did it. I said, yeah, I'm the proof. I am the proof. What do you mean? What proof? Didn't you do it?
Your eyes.
You did it. That's all the proof I needed. I seen it. Y'all be playing games with people. Hey, Queen.
Hey, 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 happy
How you
Friday.
doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I want to, because one thing I want to be very clear on. Thank you for covering this because they said we lied. Nobody lied.
What we lied about?
No, no, no. That's what people were saying, right? Nobody heard our story. Nobody came. We were there, right? And it
Yeah.
amazes me that people can hear one thing and say, you know what, let me fact check this. Hold on. The thing is, your testimony and my testimony was actually in his
Mhm.
favor.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
in
But
his
he didn't know
favor
how to use it.
because we said exactly what she said. The
Yeah.
problem is he asked you a different question and asked me a different
Hmm.
question.
Yeah.
He asked me, "Did you hear her say my name?" And I
Yeah.
said, "No, I did not." So you didn't hear her say my name? When he should
Hmm.
have said, "How long were you on the live?"
Exactly.
He should have started with building a foundation. Were you on the live the entire time? And then
Hmm.
he would have known I was not on the live the entire time.
Exactly. He was being too
So
quick.
yes, that was the first
Yeah.
thing. So you ain't hear her say my name, and I probably shouldn't have gave him this because I should have just said no and left it at
Hmm.
that. But what I said is I heard her call you LGB,
You
which
did
was the
say
truth.
that. I said, oh, she did not say that. Yeah.
Uh, but it was that
But
that's the
you know
truth.
what? Again, Queen, like you said, he didn't. First of all, he just, in my opinion, did not have a case because the fact that the judge said underline it, that was it. But if he wanted to try to prove his case, then he should have came a little more about the case instead of directly trying to like feed off of my house. My house, whether you showed it or not, didn't matter. It didn't matter.
He maybe asked two questions about his case, and everything
Yeah.
else was about mess on YouTube.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, I felt like the judge didn't favor nobody that was standing in front of her.
She did. She
She
didn't.
wanted us up out of there. And
She probably
hold
did.
on. She wanted us up out of there. And
Right.
I think at one point she really thought he had something. So she made us leave and come back. And her exact words were, we're gonna hear this even if we have to stay
Hmm.
all night long. We're gonna make sure we
All
hear you.
night long. She showed it.
She gave him the opportunity, but on several occasions, she had to remind him that this is a defamation case, not a gossip case. And they keep talking about gossip on YouTube, but the things they were talking about were not relevant to what he was suing for. And then what I forgot to say, since everybody want to talk, what he
Hmm.
did not share to his followers is when they asked me how I knew him, and I told
Hmm.
how he called me through Instagram. Do you remember that?
Yep. That's what it's, and he did not say that wasn't
You
true.
see, he didn't share that. He didn't want nobody
Mm-mm.
to know that.
Yeah, he
And
did
I'm gonna leave
not.
that there. And that's
He
not the
did
first
not.
time he called
But
me.
I mean, it wasn't no, in my opinion. This just in my opinion, and there were no questions from him to either of us that related to a defamation lawsuit because
First of
everything
all,
was YouTube stuff between us and him, me
well,
and
he
him,
wasn't
you
prepared.
and him.
He wasn't
Right.
prepared. He wasn't prepared. He was ill prepared. And I think he thought he would just be talking. I think what happens is people really confuse YouTube with real life. I think because he's got to go, or he had a really good go at Melody for a number of years without her saying
Mhm.
anything. He thought it would just be her. He thought it would just be him having witnesses. He wasn't prepared for her to have anybody. That's the first thing. Okay. So he was
Mhm.
shocked. He was nervous.
He
He was
probably was.
visibly shaken. His hands were shaking. We were there. I saw it. I'm not gonna lie on anybody. He was visibly
I
shaken.
cannot
He
with you. Don't bring that up.
okay, okay, let me be quiet then.
Wait, she would know. I'm just playing. Go ahead. But wait a minute. What happened with his hands though?
Shaken. Like very visibly shaken, ill
Oh my
prepared.
god.
And let me explain something to people how court works.
Yeah, please.
We were not there as character witnesses against Melody. We were there as character witnesses against him.
Yeah. But
His
not only that.
witnesses were there as character witnesses against Melody. We testified against him, they testified against her. It was
Right.
their job to bring home the
Uh-huh.
win for him. It
Right.
wasn't our job,
We
it
were
was
just
their job, and they
witnesses.
failed
Right.
him.
Uh-huh.
That's
Did
it.
they?
That's all I got.
But they didn't fail him because you know what they did? And I'm to be all in all honesty, they told the truth too, Queen. and
That's
the
true.
truth will set you free. So
Because he brought some man.
I don't have no problem bring your witnesses in if they told
That's
the truth,
true.
especially the black girl. She was kind of cute. I forgot her name. She
D.
told the truth. She said the
That's true.
truth. Yeah. And
But that
yeah,
man that he brought, that man said, I didn't hear that. That man that testified on his behalf,
he was nice though. That
he
man.
was very nice to
He
us.
was very nice. I don't know why with the witnesses. I guess they is friends though, because they say that he brought them on the live and they all said, oh, they all was in there crying and eating
That's
tissues.
not true. That's not true.
Yeah. I
I
said,
was the only one that got choked up, and I got choked up for a quick second because it brought a visual
yeah,
of one of my loved ones passing. It had nothing to do with him.
rightfully so.
I didn't
Yeah.
even realize that was going to happen, and then I had to catch myself. You know what I'm saying? My voice
Mm-hmm.
quivered
Yeah.
and shook, which is a normal human reaction because my brother
No,
just
normal.
passed
Yeah.
away a year ago. So then I had to pause for a second and then get right back to business. So he only
Mm-hmm.
asked me maybe 3, 4 questions, and it had
Yeah.
it's just he was not prepared. He felt himself, and his
And he
witnesses
did.
did not help him.
And none at all because they told the truth. Well, really, because they told the truth. That's why. I mean, I don't, I don't, I don't see nothing wrong with telling the truth. The lady said, Queen Sheba, when she said underline it, I knew
Well, you have to tell them why she said underline it. First of all, that lady did
that.
let him play tapes in the courtroom, so I'm not going to do that. You did get to
Oh
play your
yeah.
videos.
Mm-hmm.
But it had nothing
Mm-hmm.
to do with your case. You were wasting time. That judge does not have. So we stood there and stood there and stood there and stood there. And when the judge finally, and we did in heels, and when the lady had enough, well, first of all, you promised her a transcript. She didn't ask for a transcript. You
Yeah.
said that you were going to give her one. Um, and she allowed you to do that. She allowed you to play your video.
Mm-hmm.
But when y'all started wasting her time, that's when she became a little bit
A little
get to
bit
the
irritated.
point.
Mm-hmm. Like get to the point, nigga.
They thought that was YouTube, y'all, where they thought that court was going to let them just talk and talk and talk and
All
talk like we
day.
do on YouTube.
All day.
Yes, you can't do that. That lady was like, shit, get to the fucking point.
When she
Like,
told him, listen, Queen, when she told him we could be she
they
shouldn't have
thought,
told him that. She said we could be here all night. Remember she said that?
because she thought he
Oh
had
Lord.
something. That's why I thought he won. And to be
You know,
honest, I thought he was about to. I said, listen,
we
if this
got a
boy,
sleeper bag.
I didn't think I thought, okay, this going to go
Oh my
50-50. I said, if he's prepared, that lady is prepared to hear him out. And when he started wasting her time and we came back,
Oh
that
my
lady said she
God.
was going to stay all night to listen to him. He didn't tell y'all that.
When he
And
heard that, he was like, oh shit, I get to be here all night around Bell. He really started cutting up.
and then when he wasted that lady's time, and
That lady
then
said, no sleepover for y'all.
hey, that lady was about to put us out, but
Oh my God. I can't stop
and she
laughing.
asked him to underline it because he kept repeating himself. He wasn't getting to
See,
the point, y'all.
y'all thought
That's
I was lying. Tell him again,
uh-uh.
Queen Sheba. What she asked him to do?
Underline it.
Oh,
Underline it. Well, hold on. Hold
underline
on.
it.
Let's be fair. Before she asked him to underline it, she took her time to read through it, couldn't find it,
And couldn't find it. She
and
said,
then told
is
him
that
to
your
underline it.
defamation? That's your
Huh?
defamation. Go ahead.
Listen. And it took him how many minutes? How long do you remember standing there as he went through his own evidence?
He couldn't find it.
You know why? Because you're supposed to have it ready, all ready to go. Which tells me that you doctored that up because she even called out discrepancies in your
Oh
evidence,
yeah.
and she said these
53 to 56. I never forget it. I told the people already. If you think I'm lying, I'm flying.
what she said they don't
The
match.
judge
She
said, wait
said
a
these
minute.
documents do not match.
He
This
said,
one
this
skips
one
from minute
right.
53 to 56, and this one I can't find it. Y'all,
Yep.
that's what, yeah. Then she said, no,
Listen,
you got to underline
listen.
this.
You thought it was gonna be sweet because she looked like an old lady. That old lady wasn't playing. She was ready, Freddy. You hear me? She seen it all.
And
I'm
it took him
sorry.
how long? About 3 to 4 minutes. That's your document.
Man,
That's your
listen.
evidence. You don't know where your proof is?
And then the young lady read it and couldn't find it. She said, read it. Where's it at? I'm reading it. She read it out, and it wasn't it. It don't say nowhere in the paperwork that young lady said nothing about endanger no children. And even if it did say that, but it didn't. It wasn't
Well,
on
what
that
they
paper.
pointed out in court, what he told, I don't know what he said on this panel, but I know what he told the judge. He said the part where she said a mandated reporter, she said, yeah, I see that, but this is not
Exactly.
defamation. And she
No.
kept saying over and over, do y'all realize this is a defamation case? That's why you're here today. Where's the defamation? That's all I got, girl. Let me get off here.
Queen Chief, you a mess. Girl, listen. You a real one. For real.
I know I handed his ass to him in that court
Yeah,
once I
you a
got my
real one.
footing.
Where they said, wait a minute, they said where the defamation, underline it. That's what I said, underline it. That what the whole case about. Underline it. Underline it. Ain't asked Mel a question. Wait, she said
That's
he
because he
couldn't ask
fanned
Mel
out.
no questions because he would have.
No, because he fanned
No,
out.
Queen
Oh,
Chief,
he,
look what
he
she
fanned
said.
out.
Look what
Hold
she
on, T
said.
Talk. He fanned out.
That's what she
That's what
said.
happened.
That's what she's saying. She said he couldn't ask Mel no questions because he would have went into convulsions if she spoke to him for any reason.
That's who
Fanned
you're
it out.
fighting in court. How do you go to court and not put the defendant on? I was like, he's not going to ask.
Oh
What?
yeah, Queen Sheba. How did we forget about that? Oh my God. So listen, remember he was questioning me. I forgot about that, Queen Sheba. How did we forget about that? He was questioning me, and all of a sudden, remember the old man, excuse me, the bailiff?
Oh, yes, jumped
Oh
up.
my gosh. I didn't even know he could move that fast. He a little bit older. All of a
Well,
sudden, Skip
hmm
came out there. Boy, he came out that thing. He came around there. Shut it off. You're recording her. You're recording.
he did. Now watch this. He's known for recording. Watch this. Do those people don't know him? We
Don't know
do.
him at all.
That
And we
man,
did not even warn them. We didn't even say nothing.
there's
Oh,
nothing to say. I didn't know he was
they said,
recording. The court accused him of recording. I didn't see it, but they caught it. And they let me be quiet. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
mm-hmm.
The
Yeah, that
court accused him of recording. Now, why would the court ain't on your YouTube? They don't know your history with recording devices. Why
I
would they
tell
make
you,
that up?
I tell you what, that man must be used to watching. You may seem like he not paying attention, right? Because I didn't really think he was paying attention, really. And all of a sudden, I see him go around. He's like, "Stop, stop! You're recording." I'm like, "Huh?"
He sure did.
So
He's scared and he
he
listen.
said, "I watched you. When those ladies move, talk, you move that camera, and you're recording that. You put that down." I
Yep.
said, "Oh shit!"
He sure did. He said, you are recording them. I've been watching you. And because he had three devices. He had a laptop, he had another device with a camera. I
Yeah,
saw it. It had black leather over, and he had a phone. The man said that he noticed. Now, y'all, I was shocked too. I'm like, I, what? It shocked me because
yeah,
the man jumped up out of nowhere with a booming voice. So I
nowhere.
jumped.
Now, Queen Sheba, when you see that man move, did it worry you? Because he's like, he was like chill. And all of a sudden, he just jumped up.
And went over there and listen. So the man said that he was recording, that he watched him
Yeah.
record the ladies. Every time they talk, he would adjust a device, not the main one, but another device. And
Mhm,
then when he would talk, he would adjust it at a different angle. That's not my words. That's the court. These people
mhm.
watch things every day. Now, of course, he denied it, but they made him turn off and close the other device that he had.
Yeah, they did. Mhm.
Yeah,
They
yeah, that
did.
man,
But
shit,
that
that
was
man.
too funny because he was questioning me when he did it, and I was like freaking out because like this man looked like he was chilling. I'm not playing, but he was on the job, so you got to be careful because everything in the mirror ain't always what it seems. You know, when you look back in that rearview mirror, oh, that's how he was to me because he was ready for his job. He really was. And
Yeah,
I never spoke to the man in my life because when I walked up there, I was really, I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of irritated because I did try to speak to him, and he was kind of like had
Them
his
people
head
didn't want
like,
us in there.
right, right. And so I was kind of like offended because I was like, damn, I tried to speak to him and he like,
Yeah.
looking at me like I'm something. And so I kind of was like standoffish with him anyway. So to see him react that way, it felt kind of good because I was like, okay, if he right, he not tripping because we'd have seen it before. And so now it's the situation where you just hope
I
that
believe he was recording. Let me tell you why. What that man is watching on the other side are cameras. Do you remember that little device in front of him, that
uh-huh.
screen? Those are
Yeah,
cameras that he's watching in the court. The camera was pointed right on him. That's why that man jumped up so quick and ran
he
to the other
did.
side of the courtroom, y'all. He came
Oh.
from behind the wooden thing where you come from behind the door. You know that little wooden swing door?
He came out his little bailiff spot
He sure did.
and fast. And I was just so shocked because I was like, oh my gosh, that man moved like that. And I
But
didn't even
watch
know he was
this.
paying attention.
The transcripts, because they say they got them, is going to prove everything we're saying.
Oh, yeah. That's what I told
Everything.
people. If they really want to know the truth, to please get the transcripts, and you will see that I really don't think that none of his witnesses lied. They try to put 20 on 10 um a couple times. But Mel's lawyer was really good. Like for instance, when
She didn't even have to talk to his witnesses. You don't remember the it was just so discombobulated.
it
Mel's
was crazy.
lawyer didn't question
Um,
his witnesses, did she? Or yes, she did.
yes, she
Yes,
did.
she did. Yes,
Yes,
she
she
did.
did.
Now
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. She did. She
Yes,
did.
she
That's what I
did.
was about to say when she questioned those
Yes,
Sarah.
she did.
She tried to put 20 on 10.
Yes, she did.
Because remember when she asked her, was Mel laughing? And she was first she was like, well, I don't know. What you mean you don't know? Then she said, well, she laughing all the time. But that's the
In
point
all her
though.
lives.
If
That's
she
what she
laughing in
said.
all her lives, then how you know if she being fake or being serious? Because I'm telling you right now, the same thing I told him in court. Listen, I'm a mandated reporter myself. And so if I thought that young lady was serious, I would have called her myself. And hey, anybody can check my phone record. I did not try to reach out to her. I did not text her, email, say, hey, Mel, I'm mandated reporter. Because I felt like this. Mel was on one, and guess what? She was tired and she was fed up and she was frustrated. And so, whatever she said, that's what I took it as her being frustrated, her being tired. I was tired. Everybody was tired. It went
And
on
in
way.
that point, you really said too much because you was giving him extra to really run on because he didn't ask you that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you gave him an extra to cross the finish line. You told the truth. Yes, I heard her say your name. Yes, I heard her say call mandated reporters. I took it
Mm-hmm.
as her being frustrated. I took it at this. You gave him the golden goose egg
No, I told him. I told. That's
because you
what the
told the
truth
truth.
is. Yeah, but he didn't. He didn't. He didn't even. He just was crazy,
He didn't
man.
even call her up. That was his time to
Nope.
call her up. He didn't
Didn't
even
even ask
call
her
the person
no
to the
question.
stand that he was suing. That's crazy to me. I was so embarrassed to be there. I ain't gonna lie. I was
He was
ashamed. I,
embarrassed. I
yes,
wasn't embarrassed because you know
I
what?
was.
I
Let me
wasn't
tell you
embarrassed
why.
because I was on the winning team. Shit, what I'm
It had
embarrassed.
nothing. I was like these people looking at us like we some goddamn black fools in this damn courtroom. I don't see why no
Wait a minute.
YouTuber.
Killer Joe asked him, did he ask us for a picture at the court? No. Oh, because let me tell y'all that too. That's another thing. So in the morning, when we took a break, we was in the middle of
Hold on, can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Watch
We
this.
was
I want to say one thing. He brought a coworker that
mm-hmm,
testified on his behalf,
yeah.
and they asked, and the coworker testified that he did not witness any calls from anybody on the outside trying to make him lose his job. Even his coworker told the truth.
Nope. Everybody told the truth. Nobody lied. Nobody lied.
But I want to say this. He
But
didn't tell the part where they said, how do you know him? And what has been your communication or your interactions with him? And I'm going to tell it because I ain't never told it before. And I said, in July of 2023, I got a call while I was away on a family trip from him.
Mhm.
And I don't know him like that. We're not friends. And let me know if you can hear me.
Oh, we can hear you.
And he said, Queen, and I testified. It's like, you know what? I'm going to save it for the transcript. I ain't going to say nothing. They got the transcript.
Girl, they
They
said,
got it.
tell it, queen. They said, tell it, queen. You might as well go ahead and give it to him, girl. You just
Thank
going
you.
to
Everybody told the truth. So, the only thing, well, I'm done. I'm done. You
Was that
there?
his first time seeing Mel in person? I think so.
I don't know.
I think so. Especially that close. Especially that close. You think he saw her with those glasses though?
See, there you go. Let me just say this. Some of y'all quit shit. Some of you stop talking about people.
What they say? All
Look,
I see is them saying tell it.
I ain't
That's
gonna. They
all.
gonna get the transcript. They'll see it. They'll see it. Cause I'm the kind of person. If you gonna tell it, you better tell it all. Don't
Mm,
leave out no parts. Tell it all. But see, you don't want people to know how you operate behind the scenes. Tell
mm-mm.
it all,
He not gonna do that.
huh?
He not gonna do that.
And he ain't gonna tell a part where he called me about all them female content. Let me shut up. Quit playing with me.
Well, I said I ain't telling you a story. That's your story to tell.
All
You
right.
know,
Well,
I
look, I'ma
told
go.
him. I told you don't gotta go. I just saying I told my story. You know, he bullied me and he showed my house. And that was it for me. That's why I had said, I always said that I said I feel like your story is way more compelling, so it should be told at the end, but it was told the way it was supposed to be told. And that's for sure. You
I think
know.
I've said enough. Like my thing is, I don't do that going back low vibrational stuff because
You better
you
not,
you
because I
my
ain't.
thing.
I,
It,
I ain't. Listen, girls, one and
yeah.
done. That's it for me. I ain't listen. If you want to know, watch the video. That's it.
And
Now,
either you want to know what happened in the court, and I really think you sometimes you're dealing with crowds. They don't care. They don't really care, girl. And you
they
got to know
probably
when to
just
hold them and know when to fold them. But I'm
they
just
probably
telling
just
you,
want to I don't know, but yeah, that's just my experience. So it ain't nothing.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that's what happened. But it ain't nobody. A bunch of people over there with needing the boxes of tissues and
nah.
all of them over there crying and boo-hooing. None of that crap
Yeah.
happened.
Look, hold on. I'm the one that got choked up because he was playing with my brother. And so when I got choked up and I paused for it, it had nothing to do with him or being afraid of him. That shit brought back memories. You know what I'm saying? Of witnessing a love member pass away. And it's still fresh for me. I've never, like I said, and I don't even feel like I have to explain to no goddamn body, first of all.
Mm-mm.
And
No.
then there's some other stuff that you said that's strong evidence against him. And I testified to it in court and there's some really, really bad stuff that you said and did. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I can't see. Let me put on my glasses.
The witness Herbert wasn't really saying too much of anything.
Why they keep saying Stormy's name is brought up? Who made up that rumor?
Girl, that's what somebody done said. Stormy's name was brought up.
Is that what he's saying to get people hyped up? She
I
has nothing to
guess.
do with that case. I
And
said he
what I
doxed me.
didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You
but I
remember
don't
that?
remember nobody bring. Yeah, but I don't remember nobody bringing up no Stormy them. Who
Nah,
brought up
that's not
Stormy?
true. I don't remember nothing like that.
What part was Stormy have to do with the case?
I Nothing. She ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't recall her name coming up because it's not her case. That's his case. Why would
Yeah,
Stormy's name
he
be
just
brought up?
putting her
He
name in
took,
there to get. He
yeah.
just getting people riled up or something. Cause
Oh, okay, to make it sound good.
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, they'll get the transcript then. Oh, okay. That's
What the
sad.
hell? What the hell would she have to do with the case?
Nothing. That's his case. I mean, unless he brought her name up in something. Do you remember? I don't remember hearing her name.
Why would he would bring her up to me? I don't even talk about her or nothing.
No, I'm talking about in the courtroom.
AL says Stormy name was brought up in the Scots.
He a lie.
Wait, I brought up. No, no, no. Wait a minute. I brought up. So if we talking about the Scots now, hold on.
You brought them up?
What I said was how we when I communicated with him. The communication was that video that I sent to him when I was in my car, and I was like, "Hey, Anthony, it's Tea Talk with your girl. Let me interview you," because at the time I hadn't even become a content creator yet. No, I had just become a content creator, but I was still in the YouTube groups. They hadn't kicked me out yet. They hadn't found out I was Tea Talk. So I still was playing in the YouTube groups, and they was going in
Yeah, but
on
you didn't
him.
bring that up in
Yeah, I
court.
did. I did. They was
You didn't
going
say
in.
their name. Their
No,
name
no,
was not
no.
brought
But
up.
I
Now he.
said no. I
Hmm.
didn't bring up their names. I just
That's
said
what we're
that.
talking about.
Yeah, but I did because I said that he was. The people were saying that he was selling the Scots wine and helping them. I did
You
say
didn't say the
that.
name. You
Yeah,
said
I
he was
did.
selling.
I
Did you?
absolutely did.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
have to look
did.
at. You said he was selling a
No,
wine.
I didn't. I said it was theirs. Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did.
I was standing next. Okay, well, if you
Yeah,
said
I
it, you
did.
said it.
I
Yeah,
did.
I
I
heard you
did.
say
No, ma'am, I
that
said it.
there were
I
some
did say it.
people.
He right. He right. No, no, no. I didn't say no some people. I said the Scots.
Let me tell you what I thought I heard you said. There were some people on the show that had or owned the wine, and then he was either a ambassador or he was trying to sell it too. But I didn't know you said their
No, I said that the
names.
people were accusing him of
I,
selling their wine, getting profit from them. And so I was trying to interview him about that. That's what I said.
I thought I
And
heard you
then
say
I
some
want him
people.
trying to trip me up. No, no, ma'am. I told him the truth.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that's nothing though. So what does that
Okay.
mean? It's not like we
I
brought them up,
remember the wine.
but
I
we
remember you
we didn't
saying there were
bring
some
him up.
people
Even if I did, I didn't bring them up to
in
bash
a
them
negative way.
or in a negative light or try to
Okay.
uh, bring harm to them or their establishment. So that don't mean nothing because I said that he was
Well,
being accused of selling their wine for their profit, and that's what they were accusing his ass
I
of.
heard that part, but when you say the Scots, I'm thinking somebody said Marceau, Letitia. I
No, I
heard you
didn't
say
say it
there was
like
some
that.
people.
No, I
Oh
didn't say it
yeah.
like that.
Okay,
No.
that's what I was like. What?
No,
I
we
heard you
didn't do
say the
that to
wine.
them. We didn't bring them up like that. No, no, no. If he's saying it like that, he's doing that just to get the people riled up, probably trying to get Wanda riled up and, try to make her believe that this about her too. And
No,
she ought to
no.
speak up because they was talking about your family. You know how they play that game. That's how they
No,
play
he
that
said
game.
that you. I think what they're saying. Be careful what you. I think they're saying that it's been brought up that maybe you said that the Scots are broke and this and that. No, you didn't. That's
Girl,
what I'm
heck
saying.
no, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
We didn't bring them up in no negative way. Listen, I don't report on them, but I don't go around looking for things to negatively report on them. You know what I mean? I don't just go around looking. I mean, if that's the case, I could go over there just like any other blogger on a Tuesday night and watch her stuff and tear it down. I'm not here to do that. I watched that show because of Melody Holt at the time. Now she's Melody Rogers. All praises be to God. But when
Well,
I
the
started
point
watching
is,
her
you were
shirt,
establishing through the
right,
court how you came to know him. Now, y'all's background
exactly.
conversations and stuff, like I said, I don't know anything about that. But when they said that the Scots were brought up in a negative way, I didn't
No,
hear none of that. I heard about the wine, and I did about you and him something something with wine, and y'all had a
yeah,
conversation. But I
mhm.
don't remember, and I could be wrong, hearing you say Letitia Scott. I
No,
don't
I didn't say
remember
it like that.
hearing you say Marshall
Uh-uh.
Scott. I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say
Okay,
that though. You
gotcha.
couldn't have heard me say that because I didn't say it like that. Be
Okay.
singling them out or calling them out. No, I was
Yes.
making an example of why I contacted him in the first place
Got it.
because of what he was doing.
Gotcha.
So that was our initial contact. And he took that video and used it and weaponized it to make people believe like, oh yeah, she over there acting like she mad at me about this cake. But look at this, y'all. Look at this video. So that's what he did. He used that.
You know what's funny to me? How this case has gone from being the claim has been denied to somebody saying something bad about the Scots and Stormy. How many times are we going to move the goalposts? How
Right.
many times are we
Because
going to keep making up stuff?
who in the hell mentioned Stormy though?
Nobody that I can recall.
Because I would have no reason to mention that young lady. I don't talk to Stormy. I don't even look. I mean, no, that's crazy right there.
Mm-mm.
I guess he just making stuff up as he go along. But I did say about
No,
that. I did talk to him about that wine. That's it.
somebody somebody said, so in y'all's opinion, did Mel almost lose? No. What I
Almost
said is,
lose.
in my opinion, when the judge started listening to him, what he said to me was, his question to me, are y'all friends? And I said, yes, we are. He said, have you ever said that you would not hold your friend accountable? I said, no, I did not say that. He immediately pushes a computer, am I
Watch
lying, in
this.
front of the judge and hits play and plays a member only
Mm,
video of me talking
mm,
about the show that had nothing to do with nothing. And you, there's a clip of me saying, I'm a millimeter.
mm.
I don't switch up. I've always been a millimeter. I don't do back and forth. And I said, ain't this son? This nigga then took a clip from something that has nothing. So that was his evidence that I would not hold my friend accountable. First of all, it says I'm a millimeter. That's a fan base. That's no different than being a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, if me being a millimeter, so that was his proof or evidence, but it
That was
wasn't.
his. That was his
Yeah.
evidence that he pulled out. That had
Yeah.
you on there loud and proud saying, "Well, first of all, he asked you, was you her friend?" I don't know
Yes.
how the friendship and them being a millimeter. I mean, I can see why he think they would, but technically, a fan base is a fan base. I'm a millimeter, and the fact that he played that so loud and proud, and now to come out and say he didn't get to play his videos. So I remember clearly in your portion of the testimony that he played that video where you said, I'm a mellometer. No, I'm not switching up on male. It is what it is, basically.
Hmm.
So you heard that too.
Yes. And that's the part where I said the judge was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Because first of all, that I don't think the judge anticipated that we were going to be there that long. So this is where I said at this point, I thought not Mel was losing. Listen to what I'm saying. I said, oh shit. This could be 50-50 because the judge is interested if you have strong evidence. Here we go. That's
Mhm.
fair. Let's go. So
Yep.
the judge goes, I tell you what, we're going to stay here and I'm going to listen to you all night if I have to. Let's
Hmm.
come back at 2 p.m. I want to hear this. Didn't she say that?
Yes, you did.
So
That's
we
what
came
you
back.
said. So we went and came back. But wait, let me say this. When we left the first time, and this is customary, I don't know about your state, but where I'm from, they do this. If you come to court and you have a contentious case, they know the case, right? They know that. So they're always going to have one side leave the court while the other side waits. So in the morning, we were able to leave the courtroom first, and he and his witnesses were asked
To wait.
to wait for us to clear. And
Okay.
then they could leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was the same thing at the end
They let
of the
them go
case.
first and they made us stay. And then I don't remember what he said to that man. And I remember that man say, I'm just trying to be fair.
He told the man, you could let them go first because I'm trying to get my 15
Oh, okay.
photos all up. It's 15 photos and I got to get them up.
You so silly.
15 photos. Yes. He had to get his 15 photos up off that damn bench. He told the judge, hold on, let me get my photos. I mean, he told the bailiff, and the bailiff said, "No, I'm trying to be fair." He said,
Yeah, he
"Okay."
did.
He said, "Okay then, okay then," and then he got his stuff, and they went on up out of there.
Okay, that's what they were talking. I heard the man said some, and I'm just trying to be fair. At that point, I ain't gonna lie, we had been there so damn long. I was so sleepy and tired. I was so freaking tired. I was feeling delirious, and I was just like, "Oh my God, who would want to come to court like this?" And to be honest with you, for people that think they want to go court, them people probably got about a good 5 minutes for you if they're in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
If they're in a good mood. But Melody has never met him. She's never. been on Instagram with him. She's never talked to him on the phone, Instagram audio, or anything. So I don't know how this thing got so far out of control. But at the end of the day, he exercised his right to take her to court. That's his right. She didn't take him to court. He took her to court. It is what it is. The claim has been denied. There was not a part one, part two, period. So I
Girl,
don't
when I heard
understand.
that, I was
Hmm?
like blown away. Somebody he said he won part one and she won part two.
He said
No,
that?
he did out of his own mouth that
Oh.
he won part one and she won part two. And I'm here to tell you that yes, there was a default judgment set and then it was vacate. So that was taken out because Mel had court the same day with Martell. So that was an easy breezy. Oops. Yep. She was in another courtroom. She can't be two places at one time. So that was their error. Whether you know that or not, they
Oh,
can't do
yeah.
that. They can't give her two court dates, one here and one there. So once they see, oh, well, we had her scheduled at both places. Oh, definitely she was going to go to this case. It's more important. So that was an easy vacate, right? Period.
Hmm. But in the courtroom, I didn't hear anybody say, I know I told the truth. And I can't even believe I'm talking. Like, who cares what they believe, right? The point is, you got the transcripts. Look through them. Didn't they say they had the transcripts? Look
I
through them.
guess they'll get them. But the thing is go ahead, let them go ahead. Yes, underline it. That's it. That's
And
it.
it's a victory. It's victory. It was a victory for her, period. Now go use that discount code. And
Yeah,
I'm going to get
victory.
out of here.
All right, Queen Sheba. Thanks for
Okay. Thank you
stopping
for
by.
having me. Okay.
Okay. Have a good
All
night.
right. Okay.
That was an error on the court. It wasn't a win. Exactly. You can't give me two court dates and expect me to show up to them. I dropped the link for anybody who wants to come up tonight. I told y'all that I would for a little bit. So I've been up here an hour and a half with my beautiful queen sister. Pretty cool sister there. Listen, if I gotta go in the trenches, I gotta take her with me. All right. So if y'all got any questions, if you think I left anything out, I can be up here for another probably half an hour. I've already dropped the link in the chat. So yeah, that's basically what it was, y'all. That's basically what it was. He lost the case. He didn't have his case. He didn't have his stuff together. You said this was all a joke for him, girl. Hey, little sis.
Hey, hey, hey.
How are you,
Fine, how are you?
girl? I'm good. I'm hanging in there.
I came in on the last ending of it because I need to get my notification. But I'm up here to support you.
Oh, thank you for being here.
No, no problem.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Hershey.
Hello, hello. This was interesting. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, he ain't looked at how to get away with murder, or, or he ain't looked at how to get away with murder. He ain't looked at Matlock. He ain't looked at scandal. He ain't looked at nothing that could probably help him. Like he literally was just talking about gossip on YouTube with the gossip that he started.
But the point of the matter is, even though I'm, telling my story and the things that he done to me, none of them speak to defamation. So none of that even matter, and that's what you focused on. You focused
That
on
is
that.
that is crazy, and all of this because she ignored. Like at the end of the day, we talking about one video versus his 5011 videos, 100,000 videos. That he kept harassing this woman. He kept mocking this woman. He kept doing all these things to this woman. And so I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding at all. And she responds one time and literally saying, leave her alone. I'm not interested in being your friend. I'm not interested in you being in my circle. I'm not interested in none of that. Stop bothering me and my people. So she ain't allowed to say that. That's defamation if she literally asks you to leave her and her people alone.
Yeah, right. Cass D, I
Oh,
need to
okay.
see your face, please. I told you that the judge said underline it. So that was after we came back from the break. So when we went to break, they were still questioning Queen Sheba. When we came back, we had to pick right back up with Queen Sheba. I just gotta make sure this is real. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, honey, that's good. Okay, welcome to the stage. So yeah, we had to make sure um that was
I'm
good. You
sorry, can
good,
you hear
Cass?
me?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. Welcome to the stage.
Hi. I don't want to take long. I just want to say I am so glad that you and Queen Sheba went there to tell your story because I know that the whole thing was, oh, they're there for a character witness. No, you were there to talk about the activity that he's been doing to you all. I listened to it, I watched it, and it's kind of crazy to
Can y'all
me
hear me?
and just shows to
Can
Yes,
y'all hear me?
me how
yes.
something
Okay.
is definitely wrong with him because he started in the middle of the story. And from the middle of the story, he thought he had a whole case. But as I hear you and Queen Sheba talk about everything, I don't hear one time all the things that he did beforehand. And it amazes me that Melody, God had Melody's back because she didn't even have to present all the demonic stuff he had been doing for like well over a year. It was so many videos that support why she spoke on him and how she was justified to do it. So I'm just really proud of you all for standing on business, being focused on what activity he did to you, because even though Melody didn't present that, I feel like what you all presented was enough to show something is wrong in the milk. Something's wrong with his story. So I feel like that between and these judges are funny. Judges get there, they can be, most judges have been just real nasty, just to be straight about it. I've been in situations where I was actually in the right and the judge was just as rude or whatever. So it's amazing that he even got as far as he did. But I think that as time went on, just from what I'm hearing from you, what Queen Sheba shared, it was enough that it was showing something's wrong here. Not with Melody, not with her side, but with him. So I'm glad about that.
I agree. I totally agree. hmm And for those who don't understand, I don't really care. But I feel like why drop the T keep dropping down? Drop the T, why you keep dropping down, girl?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Here we go.
yeah, I can hear you. You all right?
Yep, I'm good.
You was the first one up here anyway, so go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say that I don't even think this case should have been brought. It was stupid. Everybody know it's hard to try to win a defamation suit, and if he thought he was gonna get some money, this wasn't even worth it. It wasn't even worth it.
But he
So,
said
but
he won two. You know that. He said that it's two winners. He won one and she won two.
no, it's only can be one winner, one
Oh,
winner.
okay. That's what I thought. That's what they taught me at school, but you sure that's what it is, right? That's what it
Yeah,
is. It's one winner.
one
And
winner.
to think that y'all even
But you
gave
know what?
him
He did
some.
win. You know how he won? He got to see Mel in person. There you go. That's a win for you.
But
Mm.
to think that y'all did, but to think that y'all gave him some favor with y'all testimony, like y'all, it's the this is what's cracking me up. You telling me that some of the things that y'all got up there and said because y'all told the truth didn't even make Mel be in a good light. So this is what I have to say about people that like to spread lies and we like, oh, we don't hold Mel accountable, we a cult or whatever. We don't sit over here and lie just because we like a person. If you did that, you did that. You did it. She did call his name. But did she say call his job?
Mm-hmm.
No, she did not. She didn't say that. And I was on the live. So at the end of the day, y'all said some things that didn't even make her look good. And she still won the case, bruh, you lost. You lost because there was no defamation. Everything that lady said you did, you was stalking her. You was trying to infiltrate her camp. You was bothering her. She asked you to leave her alone. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Your feelings are not facts.
No.
When are we going to learn that your feelings, you getting your feelings hurt, are not facts, and it does not account for you to be filing a lawsuit? That was stupid. And then the people that gassed him up to do it didn't even show up for him. Ain't that about to be?
Mm-hmm. Crazy. Because where was the, and then the aunties talking about, don't worry about where we was at. Well, you should have been in court instead of having your scary looking ass over there trying to talk about what I look like. Worry about what you look like. Because I'm good over here. I'm good over her. It ain't no war going over her. Period. Want to try to say I look like a turtle. Fuck you look like a war zone over that bitch. Is it a girl? Bye. Anyway, I think I must have um I must have because I see every time I bring up a sixth person, this thing go off. Now stream y'all had done something with my money, took almost $500 on my account. So Hershey, I'm gonna drop you down. You said you can come back up, okay? And then that
Okay.
simply okay. Let me see. I didn't even know I did that. But okay. I wasn't prepared. Hey, simply.
Hey, ladies.
Welcome to the stage. Let me see who was up next. Sheila Joe. Wait, Hershey's still there. I wonder what happened if I add her back. Sheila Joe,
Yeah, I'm
you
here.
there?
Can you
You and
hear
your
me?
microphone?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
I just have one question. So he had three witnesses, and out of the
Hmm.
three witnesses, they couldn't show the defamation.
No, because the same defamation that the one witness. Okay, so only one of the witnesses spoke on the defamation. Really, the other one, she tried to speak on it. She tried to play the video. Okay, so Sarah tried to play the video. You can't just walk up there with your phone and play the video. Okay, you can't do that.
Okay.
So she, tried to play the video from her phone, and I guess that's what he's talking about when he's saying that the judge wouldn't allow him to play the video. No,
Hmm.
witnesses can't do that. So that was stricken. She couldn't do that. So then she tried to say, what she said, that he was endangering kids or whatever. Okay, where was that said at? Where's that at in the transcript? There's nowhere in the transcript. Okay, so I don't know how you can prove that if you can't, well, you won't let me play the video, but that's a transcript from the video. So you said you was
Wait.
going to get the transcript because the video he had was not playing right. So go get
Hmm.
the transcript. So you go get the transcript, you bring the transcript back. That's what you want the judge to look at. But now when she looking at the transcript, I told you the lady said she can see it going from 53 to 56. You, I, and everybody else know after 53 is 54, 55, then 56.
Hmm.
So what happened to 54 and 55? I didn't never see the transcript. This is what the judge said. I
Wait.
never.
So then, hold on. So then he also had one of the witnesses that was a co-worker that also vouched that he wasn't aware of any phone calls made to Anthony's job.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Are you really?
He wasn't
Okay.
aware.
Did I
That's what
hear
he
that
said.
right? That's what
He
I'm
was
I'm
very
wondering.
nice, that young man. He's
Okay.
he's named in that other lawsuit. I just got. I'm going to read it. Somebody asked me earlier about it. So now the other one I'm following. I got to keep following
Oh,
that.
yes.
But I
Uh-huh.
see his name in that lawsuit. So I'm
Okay.
actually going to look at it again with a different eye. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
his name was
I
in that
got you.
lawsuit. But he seemed like a very nice young man. So I don't know. I don't know what would possess him to get on the phone and say he seen me crying, unless maybe they just going along with him to go along. Because why would you go get on your platform or go call up T and tell that man we was all crying? If that wasn't a lie straight from the pit of hell, now Queen Sheba done told y'all why she said she was got choked up.
Right.
Got choked up. But guess
Right.
what? She picked herself back up and did what she had to do.
Right.
But nobody else, and I rubbed her on her back like
Mm-mm.
the sister's supposed to. I was sitting there right beside her. I'm supposed to try to comfort her. But cry? When did we do that? No, don't do that. Hey, Simply.
Well, what's up, T Talk?
Hey, girl.
You remember when I kept saying he ain't gonna win this case?
Yeah, I know. I knew he wasn't going to win. He didn't have no defamation case. That's
Well,
the thing.
here's the problem. How are you suing somebody for defamation when you continue to sit on your own platform defaming their character?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I didn't. I don't understand that at all. But I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How was Mel's face through all of this? Because I know in her head she had to say, I could be at home packing some orders right now.
Girl, she was cute. Like I said, Mel, look, make sure you smile at the hater now. I'm sure she made a couple faces because I did, and so did the judge, because it was comical. It was comical the way, okay, when Queen Sheba was testifying, my brother was over there eyeing her down like he was gonna do something. Like that's why when he's sitting there lying, like, bro, I didn't even come back at in the court like that. I wasn't about to be soft with you. Cause you already disrespected her when she was over there giving her side of the story. He eyeing her down. Like, first of all, clean them glasses off. How about that?
But Tito, this is why they say only a fool represents themselves. To be pro se and not call the defendant to the stand is crazy. That is diabolical. That
Uh-huh.
doesn't
DJ
even make
says
sense.
no, he did not call her to the stand. He did not. He did not. He did not. He did not. Mm-mm. He did not call Mel, and the questions that he asked us did not pertain to the defamation. It only pertained to him bullying us, and then it didn't make sense because like it just didn't hit home. It didn't. All you did was help her case, help the judge see that you was the fucking problem. That's what he
And,
did.
and you remember what I said the last time when they keep bringing up this, oh, she said I work with kids. I work with kids. He never really ever said I don't abuse anybody. He
No,
never really said that. It's always I don't work with kids. I don't work with kids. Nah, I don't abuse anybody. And I don't work with kids.
yeah,
He's
I didn't
never
even know that he. I don't even think she ever that even came up. Any of that part, I don't think that ever came up.
yeah.
I don't think that ever came up. Mm-mm.
Look,
I
I'm
didn't know. All I know is that he was endangering children or something.
well,
That's
I'm surprised they didn't bring up those damn shirts. Like she made a profit off making fun of
well,
me.
they said something about the pro se.
And
They
I would have
said that
laughed.
was a part of her going at him by making them shirts, putting that code on them shirts. Pro se.
They they
They
always mad
told her
about
that he
mail
used.
codes.
They told Mel that they told the judge Mel used that code. That judge didn't flinch. What can she do about Mel using that code?
They always mad about her codes. Remember
He
food
let them
trucks?
people. He let them people. He let them people talk his ass up to make him think that he had a case. Because who in the hell would go up in that courtroom talk about some goddamn pro se? Who would do it? Hold on, y'all. Let me let Jean up real quick. Hi, Jean.
Hey T Talk, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. Well, I put in the chat, I was asking about what he really got terminated from and were you going to go over um the details of
Mm.
the lawsuit with his job. Um, I'm just, I find it weird that he had the attorney lady that don't like Mel. I think she kind of co-signed and brought
Mm-hmm.
up to take this lawsuit. However, just listening to her, so many people dislike Mel that they don't use common sense. And they say people worship Mel. Well, no, I am a fan of Mel. I buy her products. I don't agree with 100% of the things that she do, but I still support her. And
Mm-hmm.
I, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And that boy literally embarrassed himself. And even the things that he even just talked about is embarrassing to him as a person, because how are you so involved in her life, her marriage, her the ex and the paramour? You are so wrapped up in these people's lives. It's embarrassing for you to be that wrapped up in those people's lives and you don't even know them. But yet, I wonder, did he tell the judge, well, I did text her and ask her what kind of steak she eats because I'm at Connor's. It,
Mm-mm.
it was just embarrassing, but I'm glad that you guys were there. You know, I try to stay in the bushes. I support all of you guys. Um, and I wish the best for you, for everyone. Um, but he embarrassed himself, and for him to still, I don't listen to him. I just get bits and pieces from other people reporting on what he says. Um, you would think he would just go away after being embarrassed,
Mm-mm. Not
Mhm.
him.
No,
but
he made a point of saying that he's gonna continue to talk about her, and he also made this bold statement, which I don't really like, that he's gonna basically stop her back. She won't get on no bigger platforms and all this stuff. I'm just like, I just don't understand why so much hatred for Mel. Leave
well,
it
But
alone.
here's the thing. For somebody who has all the connections in this industry that he wants everybody to believe, don't y'all find it very odd that the only manager that you claimed you got was Melody's manager?
You're right.
well, I just find it so weird that you got all clothes, but we haven't. Anytime that you didn't took off work and drove that Kia down to Huntsville to go to Wanda's food truck event, you did everything trying to be a part of this TV show. And he said many times that he had other projects going on. Why are you still so infatuated with what this young lady's doing? Even that the attorney lady talking about, oh yeah, you can got it, you can put a hold on her, uh,
Mm-hmm.
her TikTok money, and I'm like, these people. I mean, I'm just in disbelief with what people were actually saying, and he was letting it. I mean, just common sense. I mean, I'm not an attorney, but I have common sense.
Uh, what's her name? Simone Redwine. That's who
Yeah.
you're talking about. She,
Mm-hmm.
you want to know what
He
she
said take
tried
too
to
much.
do? She basically, in but so many words, told I know who channel she was on, but I'm not gonna say it.
Right.
But she basically said defamation wasn't the right way to go. She told them that he should have just went after harassment. But the problem is he's
He
harassing
harassed
her.
her. He harassed her. So how does that work? Anyway, y'all, let
I,
me take a pause for the cause real quick to acknowledge my channel sponsors. Dear Yvette became a new member. Okay. Beverly Childs been a member for 18 months. Okay, thank you so much. Raymel, thank you for the $10 super sticker. Melissa Hogue, thank you for the 19.99 super sticker. Maisha Jackson says, "True, big sister. I knew you would have our girl back the moment you said, if you need me, call me." And did. Remember, I meant it. He should have known. He should have been ready. Queen Sheba said he represented himself and didn't even call the defendant to the witness stand. Now, did everybody know that? The
That's
person that he sued, he never once asked to question her. Not one time.
only a fool represents themselves.
Public frenemy number one. Thank you for the super sticker. The truth is like a lion. It needed no more defense. You better come on through. G Tina, thank you for the 1999 super sticker. Miss Sugar Sweet, member for 12 months, said he was shaken because he was lying. Okay. My good sis dropped the T coming through with a 4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. Let's see. Shirley, thank you for the $10 super sticker. Lulu became a new member. Thank you very, very much. And I did this as so it sounds like the video wasn't admissible because his witness couldn't lay a proper foundation for its admissibility. Plus, it was hearsay. He should have put Mel on the stand for her own video.
Mm. Well, one would think he would have done that. You would have called the person you're suing.
Queen Sheba said she testified about the steak because, baby, we went down to the Connors. You know, the steak place, Mel's favorite steak place. Baby, we went down to the Connors. Where my phone at? Because I sure got some photos of my plates because I got to eat there twice while I was there. Shout out to Melly Mel. The food was the bomb, okay? The steak, the macaroni and cheese, the yams. Then what I get? Oh, no, not the yams, baby. Them daggone Brussels sprouts. Ooh, wee. Them
But
things good.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What was the I mean, what was the purpose of this man getting on his platform telling people that she took y'all to Texas Roadhouse? I was like, Elijah, you just like
A lie, don't care who tell it.
really know the details of the lawsuit with his job, because why was he fired?
For being
I
on
think
social media. I could do that tomorrow. I got the paperwork.
okay.
We,
Well,
we we can talk about that tomorrow.
okay. I'm gonna
Mhm.
drop down.
I
I
got the paperwork.
appreciate.
Okay, well you have a good night, okay? Thank
Okay.
you so much for coming up.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay. Okay, ladies, who want the microphone? This guy, you got just take your turn. Any more questions? Hershey, you there? Drop the T, you there?
I'm
Yes,
here.
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here.
Any more questions, comments, any thoughts?
Well,
Well,
my
his
comment is
last
so
job.
after
So
the
was his butt really by the Lord, or was it by Doctor Miami?
He says by his Lord, and that's what he said.
And the
Yeah.
Lord said he's alive.
I,
Come on.
Drop the T. What was you trying to say?
I said so after the case was over with, did he try to say anything, or after the judge says that the case is dismissed? What did he say?
Well, the judge. So in Alabama, they don't tell you whether the case is dismissed or not. So they tell you that you'll receive the answer in the mail. So I can tell you that while we had to wait back because whenever you go to court, if it's a contentious situation, they're going to send one person out. Like one side, like your side go out while the other side stays back. So like in the morning, we left first and he stayed back. So now the bailiff said to be fair, when it's time to go, he wanted his team to go first. So we had to wait for him to leave out. So it really wasn't like we could say anything to each other. They kept us separated. But I could tell you that the police wasn't following him either. Now there was police there. Oh, they was nice looking too. Nice looking white men. They was nice looking white men. Did you hear me? They
Mm,
was. They was cute as a button, but
country
um,
boys.
they was there. They were present, but they weren't, following nobody around like that. You know what I'm saying? If anything, they might have been playing us close, making sure we was good. But this is what happened when you tell people you should be where your grandmother is, or I'm gonna put you where your brother is. Then you make people think that you think you are unalive or something. So they need to be more careful around you, and that's just what it is, whether you like it or not. That's just what it is.
But it's
You
not only about what he has said, it's about what he has done. This man has put private conversations on the internet. This man has been a stalker. This man has been a cyber bully. This
allegedly,
man has done all
uh-huh.
of these things. So it's not just for what he says, it's his actions. I believe your actions more than I believe anything else. And if you seem like you will harm me when you don't get your way, of course I'm going to protect myself and have my security or have a police when I'm around you. Any sane person would do that because you're unhinged, sir. You a psycho, sir. You like to do things to people for no apparent reason just because they don't want to be around you. You need to grow up and learn how to take rejection. And the people that follow you is probably is saying just like you because anybody that follows that type of behavior is just I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. I can't stand when people say, "Oh well, I'm not like that." Yes, you are. Yes, you are. If you can condone that type of behavior, there's just no way that I can be around a person like that. Because if you'll do somebody else like that, you'll do me like that. Because I'm
Right.
sure he never told the court that Mel is the one that got him his subscribers the way it was. Because she sent her people over there. She sent us there.
Miss Murray, no, I didn't want no police to arrest me. No, indeed, I did not. Did not. Did anybody else have any thoughts? Sheila Joe, simply.
Where the Cutwater at? Where's the Cutwater?
Uh-oh. Where the
Oh,
tequila?
that's
Where the
I
Cutwater
got
at?
both. I got both, but I ain't even opened
What?
my tequila up. I just bought it because when I was in Huntsville, I was introduced to the Don Julio, and I liked it. So since it was Friday, I went and picked up a bottle, but I didn't open it. But I did get some cup water because my son had liked it, so I said, well, I just get it and give it, give one of them out and give it to
Mm.
Okay.
him. But I got
I
the cup
can't
water.
hang with the cut water. I can't hang. Mm-mm.
What you mean you can't hang?
No, ma'am, that's too much. That's I don't see how you're
How,
drinking it.
what?
Heck no, it's too
He said
strong.
he don't like it.
You guys can
You got
have.
to get the mild version.
Drop the TV over there, cutting up with that
I
cup.
see that. No, man, that's the one right there. That has the
I
most
didn't, I
alcohol.
didn't get that one. I got another type of wine, well, another type of margarita
What's the
that
name
I'm
of it?
drinking
I seen
on,
a couple of them in the store today.
but I didn't get a chance to get my tequila. That's what I want.
Yeah,
Tequila.
I
But,
got some Don Julio.
but I didn't get
Olivia
a chance to
Schenkel.
get it.
Olivia Schenkel is asking me, how was Jason? He was like the same any every time I met him, on duty, ready for anything. I told like when I came back from Huntsville, I don't know if y'all remember, I went to see her in concert down in Huntsville. Remember, she gave a couple of us tickets. So I met Prince, I met Kicking It with Courtney there, and a couple of other subscribers. But at any rate, while we was down there, uh, he was pretty cool. And I came back and told y'all, I said, we don't have to worry about her no more because I saw that he was on point. So the man been in the military. That training is yeah. So that's it. He just was working. Yeah, he was working.
Yeah, he ain't gonna let nothing happen to Mel, baby. Ain't
Nah, he
nothing
was
happen to
working.
me. I
And
tell
he
you that.
ready.
But
And I'm sick of them doing that too when they don't have a valid point to have to say they revert back to him and Mel together and he's married. And I'm gonna say it one more time. Until a wife is produced and says that her husband is sleeping with Mel, shut the fuck up about that.
Mm-hmm.
right, I
Yeah.
don't know
Shut up about it.
why y'all worried about her damn cookie, and y'all ain't worried about Martell. I mean, excuse me, the bald headed bitch in the corner, eggplant. About what he
That-
doing. Y'all so
That's
invested in
what
this
I don't
lady
get.
cookie.
They so invested in her vagina. Like, what
Why?
the fuck?
Because Mel is that girl. That's the reason why he was shaking in court. He got a chance to see her in person, and he couldn't even. Ain't that something? You shocked like that to the lot to the Lord? Close your mouth like he did them lions and the lions den with Daniel. You can't even speak to her. You couldn't at least say
Hey,
hello.
come in,
You the
Rod.
one you bringing her to court. You couldn't even say hello.
Baby, Mel ain't had to say nothing. When I
Can I
promise
just say
you,
this one thing?
I promise you, drop the T. Who up here? Sheila Joe, Hershey, Simply. When I say to y'all ladies that Mel was able to stand there and not say probably more than my name is Melody Cherie Rogers. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I don't think she said nothing else because when I came in there, the only thing that we had to say was when we came back at 2 o'clock. She said all of y'all was sworn in this morning, right? And we was like, yes, ma'am. So that's all I seen Mel say to the judge. That man never once said, "Well, I want to question the defendant. I want to question the defendant."
That's how we know he didn't watch How to Get Away with Murder or none of these crime shows because you don't need to defend yourself, sir, because you ain't an expert in it. But this is another pet peeve. They all talk about, oh, they tired of seeing Mel in court. They tired of seeing Mel in court. Help us, don't y'all know that she's the one that's getting taken to court? She's not filing these motions and lawsuits. Her weak ass ex husband and this psycho has took her to court. What do you expect her to do? Not show up?
Joy
That's
said,
crazy to me. How people
Hershey,
just want to move the goalposts.
you know
y'all,
what
let
they
me read
talking
this.
about, Hershey?
Give me a second, y'all. Let me read this comment. Joy said, "Baby, you preached on AL getting another blogger to tell what happened in the courtroom." Yeah, because he knew that other blogger would get more views than him, and he knew that people would be apt to believe giving you the real tea. That's why he did that. He wanted him to take the first swing, and then he'd take the bat on the other side and swing on the other side of the people and make the people think that it's true because giving you the real tea said it, and he, yeah, he with me, so that's what he was trying to make it represent. But y'all saw like a real one. He came back and was like, "I didn't even know he did all that to you. I didn't know, you had your reasons for going." So when people are like, "Why she take off work? Why she do that?" First of all, school was closed Monday. Okay, so while y'all in my business, school was closed Monday, and if I want to take a day of PTO, I can, cause I earned it. I mean, I've been working on my job for more than 20 years, so if I don't have PTO, it's something wrong. Ain't that what it's
Mhm.
for?
Yep.
Yeah.
So maybe y'all don't really get PTO on your jobs. I don't know, but I do,
I
and I
do.
get I get quite a bit, so I'm covered. Yeah.
And also, he knew it would drive a more division. He thought it would drive more division between the gay black men and black women.
Yeah.
Because
That.
that's he thought it would draw a bigger wedge because that's the whole thing when I was over there. Oh, they want to keep saying that all the gay men want to stick together and they were AL and blah 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 blah. Remind you when AL first came out that we did give him praises
Mm-hmm.
because by being honest, giving you uh T no, I love him to death, but he was going hard on Mel. Scotty didn't like Mel. None of
Mm-hmm.
the none of them over there like Mel. And so it did give back and forth with the black women supporters of why you don't like her. Y'all don't have a valid reason not to like her. Y'all just don't like black women. Y'all don't like someone that is pretty and stuff like I was there in the midst, so I know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
AL know that history. So now that when we see him moving funny, and when Mel came out and exposed him, and now he's latching on to that. I'm part of the gay boys, and they just want to lie on me, and they just don't want to hold Mel accountable. They know that that particular base will latch on to that. So he thought, but he don't understand T. T has a mutual respect for a lot of people. Yeah, he might go a little hard. He could be a little, rough, You feel what I'm saying? A little harsh sometimes, but at the core of it all, he has came to Melody's defense when it came to Martell, when it came to certain things. So he tried to get on that division that it would start a whole thing all over again. And it kind of worked because here it go again. Oh, they just don't like gay men. They always don't want to hold male responsible, accountable. They a cult. They did. And then you got some of the gay men. Oh, yeah, they're a cult. They did say that. And then you got some of the black women like y'all just don't like black women. Y'all just want to be a woman. Y'all mad because you're ugly. You're mad because you this. You're mad because you feel what I'm saying. So
Yep.
that's what he was banking on.
Yeah, well,
Period.
that didn't
I
happen.
see. I see what was going on.
Uh-huh. Do anybody else got any thoughts? Simply.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
got
just
um,
wanted to say something
oh,
about them saying that Mel was dragging Martell to court.
All right. So I'm gonna
Mel,
put a minute on the thing. Go ahead.
okay, what Mel was doing is she filed a continuance because rightfully so, she wanted that criminal case to take first place to play it into their custody case because if anybody remembers, the judge reprimanded Melody because she blocked Martell from her phone because he was harassing her. So when a person gets convicted for harassing communication a year later, doesn't that prove something in court that, hey, judge, you got it wrong? So yeah, she continued the case until he pled down yet again. Period. It wasn't her manipulating anything. She did right. I would have did that. And that's all I gotta say.
well, I'm gonna say this. Whatever Melly
Okay.
doing, uh,
Drop the
that,
T.
yeah, can you hear me?
Who's that? Drop the T.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what I'm gonna say this. I'm glad that Melanie's getting her back arched and getting a pep in her step. I'm happy for
Ooh, not
her.
the back.
The back arch and the pep in her step. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Who is this? Teresa Sublet asked me, did I mention mail sale and code was victory for 40% off? I sure did, but thank you for mentioning it again. I do appreciate you for bringing it back up, okay?
Wait,
Mail is having a 40% off site-wide sale. So with the code victory, VICTORY, you can get 40% off on the entire website. Run
wait,
over there
Oh,
and
okay.
Tito,
yes.
did you get you some more Boss Baby so you can get eight off the bone?
I know. Oh my God. So why did it was Sheila Joe, I think, the other day told me that she said texted me and said, "Oh my gosh, drop the T is right." And I said, what's she talking about? She said that daggone boss baby duo. She said she wore something to a conference or something. And when she got to the table, the lady was like, "Oh my gosh." You could tell
Wait,
me your own story, boo, because I wasn't even there. I
I
wasn't
Yeah,
got
there.
the cream.
I wasn't there.
both the cream and the glaze. I put on both of them, and the lady was like, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good!" And I was like, "You talking to me?" And she said, "Yeah, because I only smelled it when you came to my table." I
What I
was like,
tell you?
"Oh, okay, thank you." And then I kept going to other little vendor tables, and they always asking me what kind of perfume I'm wearing. Then one lady was like, "Can you please give me where you ordered it from?" And I gave her the website. So yeah, so it was good. So now I wear it every day, and
Yeah,
it lasts for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
yes, I told y'all it be in your clothes and everything. Mix it together. Put the
Mhm.
cream on first,
I'm
and then put the body glow on, and then the perfume, baby. Chef kiss all day,
Oh,
every day.
that's how you
Even when
do.
you're
I
in the
do the
I've been
glaze
loving
first or the
I've been loving the rose elixir and the peach elixir. Now those
Yeah,
things
all
been
called together.
having me in a chokehold.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
It does. That peach elixir is stuck on the seatbelt in my car.
I'm serious. It's got me in a chokehold. The rose and the peach. Every time I wear that to work, my patients is like, we know when you around because we can smell you. You
yeah.
smell so lovely because you know these are clear folk. So they were like, you smell so lovely. So we know when you around. We cause we can smell you. That's
Mm.
crazy. It smells so good and it lasts. I work a
Mhm.
12-hour shift. I have to leave my home around 5:30 to get to work at 6:45 because of the traffic. And I work, a little ways from my home. And from 5:30 to 7 something in the morning, I could still smell it on me. And
Yes.
that's with me working all night. That's crazy. I love it. It's got me in a chokehold. I can't even complain.
Let me
Now
read this
imagine
comment.
when she
Hold
bring
on.
out the
Drop the T.
blueprint.
Let
That's
me
gonna
read
be
this comment right now, and then you can have the microphone back. Okay. It says, I've never seen in my life women so concerned about another woman's business that's going on in their lives. Their life has to be miserable. You want to know about their box, their job, and their family. That is sick. Oh, that's a comment of the night from Miss Mary Brown. Go ahead, drop the T. The mic is yours.
um like I said, that combo is really good. If you do, like I was saying, if you do the cream and then put the body glow on it, then also the with the elixir, that
Uh-huh.
it's going to stay on you. Even if you get in the shower, you're going to still be able to smell it after the shower. In your clothes, it's going to be in your clothes for about two to 3 days. Because when
Yeah.
I had my clothes yesterday and I got them in the laundry basket, I can still smell it in my clothes. So it's really, really good. But you have to mix it. You don't have to, but I do because I like people to smell me before I'm coming. So if you want that, because I love heavy scents. And also the mini lily collection too, the lily chi, that smells wonderful too. But I must say, Boss Baby got me in the chokehold. I'm just gonna say I even bought me backup, and I'm not even finished with the first one. I bought
Well,
back.
you right
I'm gonna
about
have to
that
try that
lily.
boss baby then, cause I like to get swallowed up. I
Yeah,
like to get swallowed. So I'm
you
gonna have
Want
to
to
right
get
try
about
ate
that
off the
boss
bone?
baby.
If you
Oh,
want to get ate off the bone, baby, get
you
that
right
Boss
about
Baby.
that. You right about the boss baby and the lily. The lily is very nice, but you right that the boss baby is better. Because when I left that live, I was already sold out on that Lily Shay. I was done. That was it for me. That was my shit. I already knew. And
Yes.
then you came on and thing talking about, yeah, I'm telling y'all about that boss baby duo. Oh baby, it make you want to get swallowed up. They make you want to take the meat off the bone. I said, well, wait a minute now. I'm not too sure if I'm ready to get swallowed up again. But goddamn if I don't want to smell like it. So I got on the horns and I ordered my boss baby duo.
he
And it
took. You wanted to be swallowed.
baby, when I say she ain't never been more right, she was so right. I was so pressed. Let me tell y'all, that's the one thing I ain't tell y'all about. I was so pressed to take my damn boss baby duo. In my mind, I didn't think in my head at all. You need to be taking your little carry on stuff because I never ever went on a trip where I just took a curry on. This was my first time ever just having a curry on. I put my damn boss baby duo in there. Do y'all know they took my shit at the airport? My facial cream, all my shit that was in my bag went bye bye. They took my facial cream and my duo on the way in, and then on the way back, they got me for my body milk and my toner. But they didn't take that coming in, but they took it coming back. So they got all my Seventh Avenue on my way there.
Oh my goodness.
They
Hmm.
wanted it, T Talk. They wanted it.
Girl,
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
swear they
over.
did. Especially
That
coming
lavender,
back.
that
Especially
lavender oil is relaxing too. Just to tell y'all.
coming back. I just feel like they wanted my stuff because I had already used it. So you shouldn't have been taking it. Because now that once Mel had told me that you can use the milk bath for body wash, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I do use it. So I had already used it before. Yeah, but
Um,
all my stuff. And you're right, anything over 3 ounces, they have to take it. So I knew. So let me tell y'all, when I figured out going in there, like right when I was in the line to go clear, I was like, God damn it. They're gonna get me for my stuff. So I said to the young lady, I said, listen, I have some very luxury items in my bag. I know it's gonna flag, but I want you to have them. Okay, just take them and use them. I promise you will love them. And she said, I can't. I said, what you mean you can't? She said, we can't have the items. I said, girl, Come on, don't tell me y'all can't. You mean to tell me they just gonna throw this stuff in the trash? She's like, we can't have the items. So I asked her. I hate to say this, y'all, but I said, you ain't got no homeboy that work in the garbage room or the maintenance room that can put that shit to the side for you. I mean, something. God damn, they just throw that good stuff in the trash for real, y'all. They don't let them people have that stuff. I just
They
thought that
just
was horrible.
wait, but you know what else is good? And when she gets some more, y'all need to get it. That lavender mint soap. Oh my God.
Mhm,
Yes,
I
I
got
wanted to
some.
get that. She didn't have no
I
more.
ordered that today. It's
Oh,
good.
she got some on there.
Yes.
On the website. Yep, it's 40% off.
Okay.
It's
Everything 40% off with the code victory. Cause she got
it
the victory, the victory.
it wait, it lathers so well. It smells amazing and it's nice and thick. So you're gonna get some use out of it. It's really thick, but it's amazing. I love that soap.
Well, I got the lavender soap. I got
You
the
know,
lavender.
I love the lavender too, but that lavender mint does something to me.
Okay.
Oh, there go Glen Rock. She answering. She said we can't. Plus, they have cameras over us when we work there. So that's why they can't take it. Oh, that's too bad. Cause let me tell you, that Boss Baby duo was like brand new. I mean, like it was recently bought. So it was good. It was good. It was good. I'm telling you.
Did you get the cream that she had to sell?
I had the cream in the glow that go with it.
No, the what is it? The Freesia cream butter.
That's the
Uh-huh.
glow.
That
That's the glow. That's the glow.
no, she remember she had the butter that the
Oh, you
formulator
mean when
made
she
by
had it for
mistake.
$15?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got two of them.
though that's tea talk.
But when you put the two together, girl, that's
No, when she had the when she okay when she put it together, but
no.
that
You talking about how good that sale was, 15.99.
no, how good it
Oh
smells.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But when you put it together, it's fire. When you put it with the glow, the butter
It's
and
supposed
the
to be
glow,
put together.
Yeah,
Boss Baby duo. It's
man,
support. It's supposed to be wore together. It's the vanilla
man, I'm trying
plum
to
by
tell you.
cream butter.
no, the plum. See, I don't have the vanilla plum. I have the cream that formulator made by mistake. That Mel
But you
said,
talking
"Don't worry about it."
about
Yeah, I'm going to sell it. I got that. I don't know. Mel might need to keep that on that website
Oh, I
because
know what
Which
you're
that's
one?
talking
Wait a minute.
about.
Which
So
one
she
is that?
sold it for 15.99. Right.
yeah.
Which
Right,
one
right,
is
right,
That
that?
right.
the what is it? The Freesia what is
It's
it? The cream
it's
butter.
it's
It's
the
the
cream
cream
butter,
butter.
the freesia.
Yep.
They got the
Mm-hmm.
butter.
Uh-huh.
She I think she
They
only had
accidentally made
200
it
of
though.
it.
They accidentally made it. So that's why she
Yeah.
let it go
Accidentally.
for $15. Huh?
Yep.
They
It
accidentally made it.
yep.
Yeah.
It
So I
sent it
got
to
two
her.
of them. Uh-huh.
Do
It
they got any
smells
more on
I
Oh,
don't
you
know,
got it
but
on the
Yeah,
website.
it's up there. It's on the website. I saw it.
This is a good deal.
okay.
It is
Mhm.
40% off.
That smells amazing. And it was all in my sweatshirt. And my
there?
coworker was like,
Baby,
what is that?
I'm telling you, boss baby, get your head up off the bones, baby. I ain't even playing with you.
That girl said, get you ate up off the bones. Don't let Mel hear you say it. Don't let her hear you
I'm sorry.
say it.
I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. I think it's cute. No, I'm just teasing. Shoot, don't let Mel hear you say it. Get ate up off the bone. This long as Boss Baby ain't over here listening.
Yeah.
Shoot, that mean they look. That mean they did something right with that fragrance, girl. They
Woo,
better keep it
baby.
on the
This.
market because it is good now.
It
Listen,
is.
I do got the little miniatures because somebody said you don't have no miniatures. I do. I got the miniature stuff. And I just did not think about it because I never really um I've never really taken a bag on an airplane. I always have a suitcase that goes
Oh, do she
underneath.
got the minis in these?
I have the minis. I will be using them next time I go on the
Oh, the
I didn't
travel
know she
size
had the minis.
stuff.
right, the travel size. I already have them. So I keep all
Oh,
my stuff in a dark area. I already have it. It's not open. I never used it yet. And then I got some new ones that somebody gave me. Mel had ordered the Freesia Glow instead. They made Freesia body butter. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It
well, she
smelled
needs to keep the
amazing.
Freesia body butter. She shouldn't take it
She
down.
You know what? I'm gonna do my review tonight, and I'm gonna tell her, you may want to keep this because this smells amazing, and it's so it moistures.
Man, that's what,
Just
see, you see, Toffee? I know goddamn well somebody can get that shit. She says, I have a friend whose husband works at the airport in Cali, and he give her all that perfume and lotion that they throw away. I know damn well they can get to that stuff. Don't tell me they can't. Always a homeboy that know how to get around the goddamn camera. That's why I say you don't
Okay.
know the people. I say you don't know the people in the maintenance. She gonna say, huh? I say, girl, let me tell you something. Let me your maintenance is your best friend. Like, girl, you should know them people. They look out for you, like you look out for them. Why would y'all throw that shit in the trash? I would blame that man. I would take it home to my damn wife too. Seventh Avenue Beauty, that shit is luxury. I
So
told that girl, I said, look, holler at the maintenance man. I sure did. Sorry, I said it. See if he can get it for you. You had the same thing happen with your cleanser too? Yeah, I just DG, I normally just put all my stuff under the plane. I don't never worry about it. But that day I just, you know, it wasn't planned. It was last minute. And so I just kind of, you know, did what I had to do.
how can we get Belle to keep that? Because that what's it called? How you say it? Fuchsia? That freesia?
Risha.
How can we get her to keep that body
You gotta
butter?
leave some reviews begging her to keep it.
That's how you gotta do it.
Cause I love it. I was like, ooh, I
You can
like this.
also
It's nice
tell her
and
in the
thick.
you can also tell her in the live. I'm sure she getting fit to go live soon.
Mel ain't been live all week. She ain't been live
I'm
lately.
saying no, she just
I
came
can
back. She
understand.
just came back to the internet today. But I'm saying she gonna be live soon. She got to go back to work. Yes, that's what I usually do, Fab Queen, is put it in my suitcase. I never have a problem because when I go away, I want to smell my best and I want my skin to glow and all that. So normally my stuff is in a suitcase. I normally don't do that.
I
But
just bought me some of those little small containers so I can put my
mm,
stuff in there. I just bought some
girl, I
today.
was just so excited about getting on the plane. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was excited about getting on the plane and not checking my bag. I was
Yeah.
so excited about that because I had never done it before. I was like, oh my God, I don't got to check a bag. Man, I will check a bag from now on. I don't
Yeah, I
care how
checked my
small.
bag.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
gonna
used
check
my
mine.
TSA bag that I bought from Mel.
Yeah, I use that too.
I'm gonna
And
try to
She
get one of
did
those.
say this. Oh, that's a nice bag. Uh-huh. I said, yeah, I know. Thanks. After you taking all my shit, and tell me how nice my bag is. I know. Yeah, but y'all pretty much the in all in all seriousness, that young man did not have a defamation case. That's why the judge asked him several times, like underline it, read it to me, show me where you see defamation. If the judge say to you, show me where you see defamation, then you know that is the case is done. Show me where you see defamation. After she
especially
read
after,
it, after she read
exactly.
it, after she read the papers, she read the papers. She read the papers over there at her bench. She said that the numbers went from 53 to 56. She couldn't understand that. The papers didn't really match up. So okay, she read your paper. Now she telling you to show her where it's at. Show me where you see. The lady said underline it because she didn't got a fucking headache trying to get where he going at. Where's this defamation at? Then the witness come up her. She say the same thing. Oh, Your Honor. She said that he endangered the kids and da da da. The lady said, "Where's that at?" She said, "It's in the transcript, Your Honor." She said, "Read it." Now she up there reading. Well, it say that she said X, Y, and Z and P, Q, and W and X, Y, and yeah. Well, where's the defamation? I just read it, Your Honor. That's not defamation. If I'm lying, go get the transcripts. Put the transcripts on.
I think they don't understand what defamation means.
Put them
Defamation
transcripts on
means
that
that you
camera.
lied on someone to disparage their character. I can't defame you if I'm telling the truth on you. If you're a liar, that's what you are. If you're a stalker, that's what you are. If you've been messing with me, that's what you have done. And opinions are not. facts. So at the end of the day, I don't think they know what defamation means, and that's the problem. That's
Well,
the
Sassy,
problem.
they
sassy.
I
Let's
take
also
see.
the same
can't
thing
tell
with
her
the
how to
truth.
feel.
Yeah, you
Sassy.
can't tell Mel how to feel. If you felt like you was bothering her, you was bothering her. All you had to do was leave her alone. But no,
Okay,
he
that's it. That's it. That's all he had to do was leave her alone. So listen, y'all. Listen, we've been up here for 2 hours and 24 minutes. Do anybody else have any burning desires or anything that they want to say before I um start dropping down? Let's see. Hershey, want to go first, or yeah, let me see, or simply one of y'all want to go first? Don't matter.
No, I'm good, T Talk. Thank you for having me up. I'm gonna drop down.
Girl, listen, it's a pleasure. Anytime you come up here, anytime you're in my chat, I appreciate your time. Time is something that you cannot get back, and thank you for
Hmm.
spending your time with me.
Thank you. And
Mhm.
like everybody else said, shout out to you and Queen Sheba for going there to represent.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Night, ladies.
Night,
good
Hershey.
night. I thank you for letting me up. I appreciate being on your panel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't get a chance to say, but that eye gel, just to let y'all know, that eye gel is the truth too.
Uh-oh.
I've been using it for a week,
Mm-hmm.
and for any women that's at a particular age, let me tell you something. It will bring your eyes to life. So I just want to let you know, you can either put it in the refrigerator, let it get a little cold to make it even feel a little better, or you
Mm-hmm.
can just leave it like it is. And Mel did her big one with these elixirs and that eye gel,
I'm
okay?
using that
And that
now. I'm using that now. I put it in my little refrigerator. So I'm using that now and I see a lightness in my eyes. They're getting lighter.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm not even playing. It is so good, and that lavender, it relaxes me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a whole lady. When I use male products, I feel like a lady. I don't. It's not the ratchet me. It's the lady like me, and I don't argue when I'm like that. So I'm just letting y'all know.
Oh,
Her
Lord.
product, her products is the truth. It make you feel like a real lady. You gonna get compliments out the lure. So yeah, I'm gonna go and stock up. Victory. Y'all have a good night.
All
Okay,
Try to
you
right, you
too.
find me some
too. Okay,
tequila.
y'all. And thank
Y'all
you
have a good
also.
night.
Listen, thank you as well for coming up and sharing your time with me because you could have been anywhere tonight and you didn't mind being here. So thank you for being here tonight. She must have dropped down already. All right, ladies. Did y'all have any other questions, concerns, last minute thoughts?
Well, I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna. Y'all know I'm gonna be on here tonight with drinks in the chat at 9:45.
Okay. What time is that for me? 10:45. I'll be asleep.
You're gonna be asleep.
During probably I know I wanted to watch some TV, but the TV probably gonna be watching me if I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm still kind of tired from traveling for some reason. Maybe
Okay,
tomorrow.
but get your rest because you know we gonna cut up next month. You already know that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'd definitely be ready by then. The Freesia
Oh, I'm
floor
gonna call
for
you
the
when you get
takeover.
off this live. I gotta tell
You
you
know.
something. You hear
Okay.
me? T talking
Yeah,
Sheba Joe.
that'll help me. That'll help me find my phone. That's why I've been preoccupied. I can't find my phone. One thing I know, ain't nobody that got it looking through it. You know, my phone used to disappear, and then all of a sudden it would come back up, and then it would be telling me what I had in my phone.
Mm,
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
yep.
So now is I had my phone. I just don't know where I put it down at. It might be out there where I was at before I got on the live. But ain't nobody called it, so ain't nobody brought it to me. But anyway, if you call it that way, I can find it when we get off the live.
Yeah.
But you had any last questions, Sheila Joe?
No questions, but I just want to say I'm happy that Mel can now put this behind her. And I hope others can also just move on with their life. I'm pretty sure there's more exciting things to focus on. And AL, Anthony Lofty's, and just move on and go live your life and be happy, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't know. I just hope a lot of the beef in the YouTube streets stop. When I got on YouTube, it used to be so much fun. I can rattle off some channels that I really enjoyed, and it started to turn dark. I just hope people can leave things behind and move forward in a positive direction. That's all. And I'm really, really happy Mel won. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for spending your evening with me and managing the chat and your
Girl,
time.
I'm happy to hear your side of the story today. I couldn't wait.
Yeah, it was a little testy at one point with him because I don't know. He tried to play games with me to my dude. Can I prove that he showed my house? Do you have proof? Yeah, I'm the proof. I said. I watched the video. I'm the proof. No, no. I mean, do you have actual proof? Yes, I'm the proof. That judge said, Sir, you asked her that question twice and she answered that question twice. Move on. How many times I got to tell you? I watched the video.
Well, my
That ain't
question:
hearsay.
why didn't he cross examine Mel?
Oh,
Um,
I
uh,
don't know. Because he didn't know what he was doing, I guess. He didn't know
so
what he
she
was doing.
so she come to court and she don't get cross examined.
That man ain't answering not one question.
Drop the T.
She she probably only question she probably answered was her name really Melody Cherie Rod?
What
That's probably
if you
it.
suing somebody? Don't you want to ask them some questions about what you said they how they defamed you?
Hey, drop the T. He didn't answer one question. All she was standing there cute. And her now let me tell you this part too. Now, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. While you over there calling me dog face and all that other shit, you was looking mighty dusty up in that courtroom. You know
Oh
you
no.
was so
Oh
motherfucking
no.
dusty in that courtroom that you made Mel feel like she didn't even have the motherfucking dress up. When Mel came in that bitch, she had red bottoms on. She came up in that bitch, she had on a suit. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had the little video. Mel came up in that joint. She had that unit on. That joint was looking good. Her makeup was laid just right. She had that suit on. You know, she had been, working out and lost weight. Body was snatched. She came up in that joint. Heels, I mean, them heels had to be about 6 inches probably. And baby, she was stepping. Let me
Mm.
tell y'all, that was in the morning time. When we left that courtroom, the best thing her mama told her, Mel, put on your flats. Baby, I said, now that's some good advice, Mama Van. Look, Mel went in there and got the Crocs to match her suit with the cute little things on it. You know, the blinged out Crocs.
The little charm things. Okay.
Went back up in the court with her Crocs on. I said, now that show you how much your ass look dusty. That she went and put on the Crocs. She said, I don't even need to waste my time in these heels because he didn't put no thought into his outfit. And the motherfucking glasses was was fogged the fuck up or fingerprinted up or something. Cause I don't know how the fuck he seen through there. Cause I could barely see.
Mm.
Well,
Mm.
Mel was coming in there strutting, with the arch in her back, letting you know this how money look. Let me just let you know. Let me let you see, smell it. That's what
Baby,
she.
that when I say that she came up in there and didn't say a word, I mean, I'm being honest. By the time I get in there, she already was in there. And I'ma just assume that all she had done by then was just said, you know, my name is. And technically they was about to they not throw the case, but they was about to postpone the case. It just so happened Males let her lawyer know like we got out of towners and people that came from out of state. So that's why the case went through that day. They was fitting to postpone that case for 2 more months because there
Mm.
was an emergency custody. I heard over there he was trying to make it sound like they postponed that case because it was so all this and that. No, the motherfucking case wasn't really that important. The thing of the matter is that it was an emergency custody hearing. So she told us, listen, it looked like y'all got a little more to say, a little more going on. Let me go ahead and break. Y'all come back at 2 o'clock, and then we'll hear the rest of this, even if we got to be here all night. Why did she say that? Why did she say even if we got to be here? Because then you know he was fitting to perform up in that bitch. That lady said even if we got to be here all night. I said,
Oh,
oh no. Why would she say that to this man? Hmm. That's what happened. That lady was about to postpone that case because she had other custody cases that she felt was more important.
Oh wow.
And Mel was told when they told them that they had witnesses that flew in from out of town. She said no, she had to go ahead and go forward because I had came from Maryland and she had came from Texas. So that's what they said, and that's why that case went forward and we was heard. And I'm just thankful that I had a opportunity to face them and say what I needed to say. Yeah, and I never shed a tear. That I can promise y'all. I was crying. When that happened?
well, maybe he couldn't see because you said the
They
glasses was
couldn't
fogged.
see. That's why I don't know why he said that his people said that they saw me. Like, no, your people didn't. Because my back was to those people. How could
He
they
said
see me?
Jason was behind him too, mean mugging him.
When was Jason behind them though?
Mhm.
Unless now, unless when he went out to court, no, because we went out first, okay, in the morning. We left the court first. So now, unless Jason did some funny shit when I wasn't around, I never seen no shit like that. I never seen Jason mean mugging him. I never seen no police on no bench with him. He make tend the police sit on the bench with him, behind him, all this other stuff. He make sure talking about this one was across here and there. It was like 7 or 8 benches, and that's all it was. It wasn't no 2 rows and all this bullshit. It was just a lie. It was a very small courtroom. It was a very small courtroom. Wasn't all that action like he's saying.
Mm.
Wait a minute, Hershey talking about she know he cried because he had them tight pants on, cutting off his circulation. But that was it though. That was it. That was it. That was it. That was it. I can't think of nothing else, but that's it. And I ain't gonna be like, dreading on it and keep talking about it, because I'm not into it like that. I
Right.
just went because I felt like it was the right thing to do. I don't care who
Mhm.
don't like it. It's just what it is. I mean, it shouldn't be bothering anybody else anyway. Nobody else should be getting mad or getting upset or any of that. Oh, I do want to say this and drop D. I don't know if you already hit on this over there or you're gonna hit on it tonight. Maybe you don't know yet. Did you see Wanda's live?
Oh gosh.
No, no, no.
Why was she over there running her mouth about Mel and Martell custody case? And she gonna say, it's over. That's it for it. That's it. That's it. She can't do nothing. She can't ask for no child support. She can't do nothing. That's how I work in Alabama. Oh, well, let me tell you how it really worked. That wouldn't be the time for her to have put in a request for child support because they both had 50-50 custody. So she didn't have a leg to stand on. So now that uh, the case is over and Mel has custody, if she wished to, she most definitely can file for child support. Now, will she? Do that man make enough money to even, is he going to have to pay her? She going to have to weigh her options. Because if he ain't going to have to pay me nothing and I got to tell him my business, it ain't worth it to me.
But can I say this? Well, if he over there taking care of the mutt and Miles Morales, he got money to take care of the other 4 kids who was here first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He
but
said
she
he taking
definitely,
care of her. She a kept woman. So if you can take care of her, pay all her bills, and take care of Miles Morales, you got money to take care of the foe that you made before him.
Oh, and
yeah,
that's
so
on recording too.
I'm sure Mel will be applying for child support. I'm most definitely sure that she will. But that wasn't the time to do it
Right,
because when they were in court, They were on a 50-50 ground. He had 7 days, she had 7 days. So that was not the time for them to file for no child support. Now that she has the order and it says, hey, now she got custody and he got the first and the third weekend, I think some Thursdays, the summer, he get visitation now. So now his mom definitely can pay child support. And that's up to her how she want to do it. But she can if she want to, but I'm sure that she going to set his ass down to put some money down if that's the case. So Wanda be running her mouth, don't know what the fuck she be talking about. Always in mail business. I never seen nothing like it. Just like I told y'all earlier. I don't go over there to Tisha Page to report on her. I don't go to Moss. I don't do none of them people. Y'all don't see no thumbnails with none of them. I'm a millimeter. Like Sassy said when he played that video so nice in court. Not Sassy, I'm sorry, Queen Sheba, she said it real good. I'm a millimeter and I don't switch up. And y'all ain't gonna make me switch up. So it don't matter. It's what it is. I don't go over there talking. So I don't know why she always talking about mail. That's a sign of jealousy and envy. Let's just talk about it, y'all. That's what that is.
Because they thought she was
Jealousy
gonna
is
fail. They
envy.
thought she was gonna fail.
No, they want her to fail. They ain't think she was gonna fail. Mel's smart as heck, so they don't think she's gonna fail. They want her to. That's the problem. That's the problem. Because if you look at her bringing this platform, how many times did they help to really promote the show? How many times did they do anything really to pour back into Mel? Let's really think about that. That's why I'm a Melometer, because I see Mel's intentions and she doesn't have a hidden agenda where she's trying to outdo
Mhm.
somebody else. That girl has her own goals. She
Yeah.
focuses on her own goals, not somebody else, not comparing herself to anybody else. And I don't understand why people don't see it, but maybe it's because I'm a critical thinker and I'm smart. Let me not do that. Anyway, yeah, so that's my opinion on that. I think they want her to not do well. They just want her to
Mm-hmm.
fail.
But I
Well,
think
she
they
said
thought when she
Wanda
left
did say
started a
she
bit in the
knew.
court that she was
She,
gonna fall.
she said Wanda did say she knew Mel was gonna win. Wanda says she is the girl in Alabama. It ain't got nothing to do with that, but she could be that girl because she is that girl now. She is that girl. And like I said, you know, shit was legit. Period. Period. So, but nobody wasn't sitting on no bench with his ass. Nobody wasn't behind him trying to watch him. Okay, so yeah, guess what? He is right. Jason was behind him. You know why? Every goddamn body was behind us because we was at the podium with the judge. That's
Mm,
how it went. So when I got into court, I told y'all the first thing I seen was that BBL. I said, God damn. And then I looked and then I seen Mel and them over there. So it was, Mel and her attorney was on the left and he was on the right. But they was up at the podium by the judge. So then the benches is behind. So therefore you gotta sit behind us to see. So that man was working because you up there with his client, so he supposed to be behind you, just in case you need to fuck around and find out. He's supposed to be watching your ass. So yeah, he was behind you. He was behind all of us. But I guarantee you that he had one agenda. That if you fucked around, he was gonna let your ass find out.
mm,
That was his only agenda when he was behind you. Because he never sit in the court except for the fact that his client was in the front of that courtroom. So he was supposed to be there. But no other time did he sit behind his ass. Because when he was sitting in the courtroom while we was waiting after the recess, right?
mm-hmm.
He was inside the court and we was outside. We didn't even go inside the court. So when was Jason ever sitting down behind his ass? He lying his ass off. Yeah.
Well, he got to put his little flair to it. So,
Yeah, so I can tell you another thing too that um Jason can go right in that courthouse with his branded with his weapon. He is an officer of the law. So why he talking about all of this? There was cops there. There was this, that. They supposed to protect their own. And if their own say, "Hey, brother, I'm gonna be here on this day and this kind of case," hey, I don't see nothing wrong with them pulling up if they want to, because let's just keep it real. Let my friend say, just, "Oh, well, shit, y'all just see I flew across over there to Alabama." Let somebody call me and say I need you and I can help them. I'm gonna be there, and that's the same way maybe his people feel. I'm gonna make sure you gonna be all right, and you don't got to do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever. It's whatever. You want to fuck around and find out, then come on. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You sitting on the internet talking about sending people with their grandmothers, their brothers, showing people houses, like you want to make a security breach, all kinds of stuff. And then you mad because somebody feel like they got to make sure they are all right around you. What is that? Makes no sense. So yeah, his ass lost because it can only be one winner in a case when one person tried. So it's gonna go either way. You was the plaintiff, she was the defendant. She didn't counter to your ass. She stood on faith, she stood on business, and she stood on the word that she stand on. No weapon formed against her shall prosper. And that enemy did her no harm. And that dragon, it got slayed that day. It got slayed because it needed to be. And that's what it was. And that's what it was. And I didn't mind telling my truth to be a part of it. And that was that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm happy you and Queen Sheba were there, so that's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yep. And I
Yep.
got to enjoy the Queen. And we had a nice night where we just really just kicked back and enjoyed one another as women, sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole vibe. And I'm thankful, for the connection. And she's a dope ass female. And I tell her that she's sugar and I'm spice. Even though I know she got a little bit of pepper in her, she know how to she know how to keep her cool. And I like that about her. Because I'm not always, y'all know me if you know me. So but yeah. So I say, well, Mel got some sugar and spice. Uh-huh. So yeah, it was pretty dope. Because we've been all waiting for this to be over. So I feel like, you can woo-saw now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
that's what I want for Mel to be able to woosah because she didn't get
Mhm.
two things lifted off of her.
Proud of you.
I just said that on my live that I know Mel probably did, just probably cried for a little bit, went outside and had her some wine and just relieved that this is all over with. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she can, breathe, And I understand that she you want to take a little break from social media. She want to breathe for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. She needed that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I've been on here almost 3 hours now. I love y'all.
Are we gonna watch the Braxtons?
And don't believe no hype that any of us have a need to get on here, make up a story, make up a lie, fabricate anything for any reason. I would never do that to y'all. I didn't do it in the court. You think I wanted to go in there and say, yeah, Mel said his name in that video, or yeah, she said he was a mandated reporter, because I was telling the truth, but I stood on God. Because I said, yeah, I know she said those things, but God, you know what he said too. So this ain't no case of defamation because he didn't defamed her, in my opinion, in real life. So I said, I'm gonna stand on God, and I stood on the truth. His witnesses even told the truth in his favor a little bit, but not right, because it just wasn't a case. So we all told the truth. Yeah, she said it. She said it. But the judge said, this is the word of the year, the rest of the year. Underline it. Underline it. Underline it.
Hmm.
If the judge say underline it, hey, that ain't no case.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, I'm out here. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow. I don't have no cross country. So I just be here at the house taking care of things, getting things in order, taking care of some stuff that I should have been taking care of. And yeah, y'all have a good night. And drop T, you say you're gonna call me, help me find my phone. Yeah, call my
Yeah,
phone. I
call
can't
you.
find my phone.
Hey, come, hey, T Talk, let's watch the Braxtons. Are we gonna
Uh,
watch it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. You're sleepy?
Mhm. Um, a little bit, but I need to find my phone. I don't even know where my phone is. Oh,
What time
there.
coming on that, Sheila Joe?
Huh?
What time the breakfast coming on that?
It already came on, but I can't watch it because I have to wait till tomorrow because I didn't watch it in
Okay,
real
guys, wait, stay up here for a second, y'all. You don't gotta call me drop T. I got my phone. Just stay right there. Y'all, good night. Don't.
When I go with confidence, when I go to roll our hips and take back sip on it, take a trip on it. When I go, you can go slow, wind it up all night. Baby, take your time, let me know I want. When you turn me around, I want. When the neighbors yell turn down, we keep it going like bum bum bum. Throw it back then rotation. Take a risk and just season. Shine bright as last season. Girl, you know you are a jam 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 jam. Jam 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 jam. Jam 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam 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 jam. Jam 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 jam. Jam 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. We know like this. We know shine bright like royalty. We know stay creep but they are guarantee. And why? So kinda your neck is falling. You been waiting on me to solve it for me. And last weekend you had me thinking, oh, almost kidding. I lift my head up like bum bum bum. Throw it back then rotation. Take a risk and just season.